outstanding bouts featuring all the superstars here in the World Wrestling Federation, even including, Brain, your self-proclaimed world's champion, Ric Flair.
No, 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 dear chap. It's Sir Robert of Heenan, Lord Brain to you.
Excuse me.
And I demand subdignity.
You'll be sitting on your dignity here in a few minutes.
Only a few stone's throws away from the royal box where the Queen herself sits.
And you keep it up, and that's where you'll be, right over there in the Queen's box in just a moment.
The opening contest is a tag team attraction scheduled for one fall. First to be making their way to the ring area, being accompanied by their manager, Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Allentown, Pennsylvania. At a combined weight of 546 pounds, Knobbs and Sags, the Nasty Boys.
Well, they're nasty. Nice and nasty.
Former World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Nasty Boys.
I'll tell you something, being here at Royal Albert Hall, you get the same electricity, the same feeling. It's almost like being at Madison Square Garden.
Certainly got that right. This facility over 120 years old, Brain.
So is Lord Alfred Hayes.
No, he is not. Will you stop? Nasty Boys won't have it easy here in the United Kingdom.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 463 pounds, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty, the Rockers.
Tag Team Specialists, the Rockers. What an ovation!
They must be British. It's deafening here. I can barely hear what you say to me.
On their feet here.
Hello. Are you talking to me?
Royal Albert Hall to meet and greet Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the Rockers. Take a look. Jam-packed to the rafters.
Well, I hope the Rockers did some sightseeing, because when the Nasty Boys get all done with them, they're going to be like the London Bridge. They're going to be missing.
The London Bridge was never missing. It fell down a few times.
Well, it's not here, though, is it?
There it is, that quickness, that explosiveness. Tremendous athletes. There's your other little friend down there, that other little pipsqueak.
Are you speaking about Jimmy Hart?
Yeah. The fountain of misinformation, Jimmy Hart. All kinds of action lined up here.
Marty Jannetty just blew his nose in the coat lining of one of the Nasty Boys.
Wasn't that nice?
It's not going to bother him. He could care less about something like that. You watch.
He just wanted him to feel at home, Brain.
I'm sure he'll feel at home when he leaves here. You watch it. I bet you they're going to do their favorite move, my favorite move.
Not the armpit.
The armpit.
Did you get a good look, Brain, at that Samovar trophy, that Royal Samovar trophy to be presented to the winner of the Battle Royal?
Well, that thing is beautiful.
And old. And valuable.
I wonder if they let the winner let me deliver it later on.
Highly unlikely.
I could run it over when I'm done
I'm
here.
sure.
They do have pawn shops here in London.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
I'll get me a couple shillings, maybe £1.50 and a sawbuck.
Nasty Boys are not too anxious to mix it up here with the Rockers.
Rockers don't look like they're anxious. They keep turning their backs to the Nasty Boys. Come on, the Humanoids have cheered enough for you.
You better be careful what you say, Brain. You're in a foreign country now, strange atmosphere for you.
Yes, and I'm Lord Brain.
Oh, sorry.
Sir Robert of Heenan.
I'd like to knight you. I'd like to crown you a couple of times, too.
Tomorrow I'm going over to Prince Charles's house for Din Din.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. You want to go?
Were you invited?
What do you think? I just barge in?
Yeah, absolutely. What are they going to have? Takeout for you?
Take on. What do you think they have at Buckingham Palace? A drive-in window?
I don't know.
his black tie, pal.
They don't live at Buckingham
But
Palace.
they're having it there tomorrow for me.
Excuse me.
Kind of a salute to Sir Robert Day.
Understand that they might be on the outs with the head honcho. I beg your pardon? Well, I'm sorry. I won't bring it up.
They're going to stiff me for dinner again.
In the corner, looking for a clean break. No, he's not going to get it. Not from the Nasty Boys.
You won't get one from them.
Oh. Right in the kisser with that shot.
That's the trouble with the Rockers. They're not willing to sacrifice themselves. The Nasties, it doesn't matter if you kick them in the head, kick them in the face. They don't care.
What
they don't look
makes you
that great
think
anyway.
that, Brain? Why do you think that way?
Well, one's got his teeth missing, the other one's got cauliflower ears.
Oh, leapfrog of beauty! Oh, got caught right in the middle of that one.
The Rockers are too concerned with how they look. Whoa, did he get him?
Wow. Couple of beautiful reverse crescent kicks. Set him up perfectly for his partner, Marty Jannetty. So far, it's been all Rockers.
Well, you see, that's wrong. They've got to slow things down. They've got to make the Rockers wrestle their match. They can't go wrestle the Rockers match. The Rockers, they know too many moves. They're up and down. They're all over the place. They're a great team. They're tag team specialists. That's why the Nasties have to slow it down, get him in the corner, and just choke the life out of him.
Jimmy Hart looks like he needs to regroup, and he's doing just that.
That's why he's a good manager.
Two of them were in the ring on top of it over there.
Screaming at the referee. Joey Marella, fifth man in the ring. There's a tag. These guys look like they haven't missed too many meals either, Brain.
They're in shape. They're just they're bulking up for Legion of Doom.
Maybe I can convince them to join you for dinner
No, it's a private party.
over at the Queen's place.
Private, call it the Queen's Place.
Well, that's where you're going, isn't it?
Place you stop for a bowl of chilling.
Queen's place, isn't it? Is that Queen's home? Is that better?
The Palace. To you.
Palace. The Royal Palace.
What else?
Couple of beautiful uppercuts. Wow. Jannetty absorbing a lot of punishment here. Hard into the corner. Whoa! Nice retaliation move. Second turnbuckle on the inside. Slam faced him. Or face slammed him. However you want to do it.
Come on, Jimmy. Get them together.
They're too quick for these guys,
They
man.
are too quick. I'll admit that. They're not as big, and they're not as strong, and they're not as nasty. That's what they have to rely on. Forget quick. Bring him back, Jimmy. You get the
Referee
short end
is
of the purse.
counting.
Boy, you know, a loss, they'd be down the ladder.
Shut your face.
Legion of Doom would be,
What
they
the
would
shit
love
is?
that. They don't want to face the nasties.
A lot of hot tag teams right now here in the World Wrestling Federation.
My favorite is the Natural Disasters.
Shut your stinking faces.
Well, I kind of like the Bushwhackers myself. Man.
Well, you would. You know, they're from England, Bushwhackers.
I thought they were from New Zealand.
Same thing.
It is not.
It's the same thing.
I can tell it's going to be a long evening. Referee trying to maintain a little a semblance of order here. Easier said than done.
New Zealand's just a suburb of Wimbledon.
It is not.
Down the road, you take
Don't
a left.
start.
Take a left at the chicken sign.
That's where you'll be stopping before you go to the Queen's place tomorrow. The chicken place.
I'm taking the real world champion with me, Ric Flair.
Yeah, what is he doing here? Brain?
Get yours punched.
What is he doing besides participating in the 20-man over-the-top battle royal?
Well, it's
Why is that so important to travel all these thousands of miles to get here just for that?
Because winning the battle royal and showing all of Europe his gold belt, Hulk Hogan will go nuts. He won't be able to take it. Plus, what you don't know is they've asked for him here.
They have. Are you saying? Oh, he might have it here now. You saying that Royal Samovar trophy may be worth more than that piece of junk he wears around his waist?
Don't call that a piece of junk. You know, the last time Piper spit on
Your
that.
fingers got
saw
all
what happened
green
to
the
him.
other day from holding down to
It was
that.
not. You're lying now. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Oh,
You cannot lie
that would be a pleasure.
at Royal Albert Hall. You cannot lie here. Slow it down now, Jimmy.
Ooh, did you hear that?
They
That
don't
was
look
his
crisp.
chin.
They don't look crisp, do they?
But not exactly snap, crackle, and pop, no. I expected to see a little more roughhousing.
I did too. I did too. That's their style. That's what took them to the top of the World Wrestling Federation. Always take the girl home that brought you to the dance.
You see, Brain, I think they're a little bit preoccupied about trying to get their belts back from Legion of Doom. And
That
they're
could be.
looking right by guys like the Rockers.
Who can
That's a
knock
big
you off in a
mistake.
minute. Who can knock you off in a minute.
Absolutely.
That's Jimmy Hart's job. He's got to keep them mentally ready.
Oh, beautiful deep arm drag by Marty. And now an arm stretcher. See how far you can stretch that one. Will you give me a break, Jimmy Hart? What a disrupting, disgusting individual.
Yes, the Rockers are.
I'm talking about Jimmy Hart.
Excuse me.
There you go, baby, right there.
And that horrible, beastly, obnoxious megaphone that he irritates everyone with, including me.
Well, that's the fans' fault. They would sit down and keep quiet. They wouldn't cheer. Jimmy wouldn't need a megaphone. When the World Wrestling Federation comes to town, people go nuts.
He didn't make a tag, referee. Test the people over here.
No, Jimmy, you never want to ask the humanoid.
Not if you want the truth.
They didn't tag. They didn't tag.
What are you, a stool pigeon?
No, I'm a broadcast journalist. It's my job to report this stuff.
Well, you're not a referee. Mind your own business.
Okay, ring the bell and stop the match.
Referee is asking the folks at ringside. And he
Now.
got
You
the
think
answer.
they tell the truth?
He got the answer.
Go ahead, ring the bell. Ring the bell now.
There's another switch.
I think the
Boy, those Rockers got long arms, huh?
Stupid referee is an
real
idiot.
long arm.
Unlike you. Short arms and deep pockets. That's what you've been referred to lately, you know.
Not how much you spend, how much you save.
All right, baby, now you got him. That's it. Take him down the nasty
But
bit,
they've got
baby.
power.
Take him down the nasty
Now
Just
he's
like that, they're out of trouble.
He's got to get Michaels in their corner. Don't let him loose. See, he let him loose.
Reversal. Whoa, nice move by Shaughnessy. Ducked underneath that. Look out!
Uh-oh. Whoa-oh.
We have another soprano at Royal Albert Hall.
And the referee condones it.
So many of the opera luminaries over the years, Brain, have
We have opera singers?
performed here at Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, yes. Waylon Jennings.
What?
Willie Nelson. Tiny Tim.
Will you stop? Look out, quick drop down.
Oh, he lost
From
his
the
balance.
outside, he pulled the rope down from the outside. I wonder if the referee saw that.
Did the referee see the false tags they were making?
I don't
The
think
quick switching? So what? One hand washes the other. 6.5 dozen. Do on the others from behind with a board. All that good stuff.
Boy, did he take a spill.
Brendan needs a piss.
Sucker punch me.
I'd like to go down there and sucker punch you.
Come on, keep him on the apron, referee.
Referee counting, having a heck of a time keeping order in this one. Uh-oh.
Good move, Jimmy. Keep moving. The Rockers don't look like they're doing much rocking, do they?
They're sort of reeling right now. Legal man in the ring is Shawn Michaels, even though he's on his back outside the ring. Marty Jannetty trying to get in there, but referee keeping him out. Nasty Boys won. I couldn't read that, Brain.
I'll tell you, I wouldn't want to be the referee. In a match with these four in there, out there on the floor, up the aisle, I wouldn't want to be that referee.
You need
got
two
his hands full.
referees in a match like this.
This
At
kind of
least.
match needs 7 referees, at least.
Seven.
And it's going to get worse as we go along. Believe me. That 20-man battle royal, I'll
Well,
tell you.
there is no referee. There are no referees for that one.
You know, but can you imagine that being in there with the 20 of the greatest athletes in the World Wrestling Federation, all wanting that big trophy?
That's it.
The
Beautiful.
Royal Samovar.
Way to go, Saggy, baby.
Is that a
Way to
sword?
go, Daddy.
No, it's a trophy.
Oh, what is those
Come on,
samurai?
there you go.
No, that's
You got
samurai.
it right
Oh, I'm
where you
sorry.
want
This is Samovar.
it. Right
close
where you
enough.
want it. Right where you
Uh-oh,
want it.
they're setting him up nicely here now. Just about right for the pick. It's 2 count. No, that's all he could get.
Where does he get it? In tremendous shape, that's all I can say.
I think the tag was made.
Doesn't matter.
Stay on it. Beautiful.
Rockers don't tag, why should the Nasties?
Beautiful.
He's got fight in him though, don't he?
Really does. And a lot of fans here, too. Both men exchanging big right hands now.
Make the tag, make the tag.
There it
Very
is.
good.
Boy, he had a heck of a time doing that, too.
Doesn't matter, he did it.
Super, Nog. Super, baby. Way to go. Super. Super.
Well, Sean had an opportunity there to get over there and make a tag of his own, but he didn't. Bear hug.
That should be it.
That's it. Ask him, referee. Ask him. Ask him.
Ring the bell, ring the bell.
Look at the youngster fight this. I think he's got it down too low, but
He does. There, now he's got it. Now he's got him cinched up. Ring the bell. Is there anybody in this building that can ring a bell?
Come on, it's only a matter
well,
of
we have a
time, baby.
timekeeper down there.
Come on, put
That's
some
his
pressure
job.
on that puny little
Not
boy.
yours.
Shut up. Put some pressure on him, baby. That's it. Come on, ask him, referee. Ask him. Ask him. Ask him.
Referee now checking the arms. But one of them is still up in the air and going. So are those legs.
Michaels has some fight, boy, I'll tell you. He's got fight. Oh! No, he won't be able to pick him up.
No way.
Listen how the crowd gets behind these rockers.
You got his back hurt now, baby.
Bunch of cheats.
Gives them that little something extra when they're in trouble.
See, if you have to rely on the humanoids, you're in trouble.
You wouldn't know what that's all about. Oh, right on the kidney. Right in the short rib area.
Here we go.
Reverse double chin lock. Looking for a submission here. Wouldn't surprise me.
I think I heard him give it up on soon. Listen,
From here, will you stop?
pretty sure. I got good ears.
Oh, listen to him.
See, he's got to have it around the windpipe to make it effective.
That would constitute a choke.
Well, that can happen. Whoa! Listen to these people.
Get out any way you can. Look at Marty screaming from his corner.
Has to have both feet on the mat, though. You know that.
You're a referee now.
I'm a broadcast journalist.
Referee not going to allow this one. He had 1 foot over the bottom rope.
Right, right. Did I call it? Do I know what I'm talking about?
Look at this double slingshot coming up. No!
Oh!
What a move by Michaels. Where is he finding that energy?
Conditioning. It's conditioning.
That reserve power. There's the legal tag. Giannetti in like a windmill. Unloading with roundhouse rights and drop kick.
Drop kick. Another drop kick. Big right hand. Look at that.
Wow, can't turn your back.
That's amazing, Manson. Amazing. I didn't think the people in England here could count to 10.
Pendulum has swung the other way in this one. Wow.
The referee's lost control now.
Whoa, 2 count only.
4 men are in the ring. They've been in the ring for over a minute now.
Well, it's all right as long as you let it go, as long as there's 4 in there. If it was 3, it wouldn't be fair.
Who gives you these? Where'd you see that in the rule book?
I just saw that the other day.
Look at 2 rockers in the ring. That's the way they operate. Always 2
And
at a
2
time.
nasty boys, too. There's the 3 count. Got him.
No, I don't think he did.
No? Maybe it was just a 2. Oh, look at this. Wow. What a shot he gave him from the outside. And that
They won it.
pipsqueak
Never mind, they won it.
is responsible for it all.
No, no. Michaels put his hands on Jimmy Hart. and I think caused the megaphone to fly into the air and hit Marty Jannetty. That's the way I call it. That's the way I call it.
Please.
Let's go to our next match.
Let's go down and
No, I don't want to see
let's go back and take a look at some of the action that went down in this one only moments ago here.
It's not necessary.
From the Royal Albert Hall, tag team action personified. Here it comes.
Watch this. Jimmy Hart jumps up to tell the referee to get them both out. He's not in the ring. He's not bothering anybody. There. Michaels puts his hand on Jimmy Hart, jerks him, causes the megaphone to fly out of his hands, land in the hands of one of the Nasty Boys.
Right now, let's go back to our interview area where our other colleague, Gene Okerlund, is with Ric Flair,
The world champion.
All right, thank you very much, Gorilla and Bobby Heenan. With me, Ric Flair, a newcomer to the World Wrestling Federation, but certainly a man who is a veteran in the ring. Tonight, a couple of things we've got to discuss here at Royal Albert Hall. Number one, coming up, Tito Santana. Later in the evening, of course, it's the gigantic 20-man Battle Royal.
Santana, you find out firsthand why, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Ric Flair is the greatest wrestler alive today. Then the great Battle Royal, all the great wrestlers involved, one problem. Roddy Piper, you're here live tonight. And boy, you can run, but you can't hide. You know why? Because the real world's heavyweight champion is here to make sure you know firsthand that I'm the man for now and ever.
All right, confidence personified, gentlemen. He is one of a kind. He is Nature Boy Ric Flair. Gorilla Bobby, let's get back to you in an action-packed crowd here at Royal Albert Hall.
He doesn't look anything like Joe Louis. That was Joe Louis'
Next
thing.
contest is scheduled for one fall.
Okerlund doesn't look like Joe Louis.
Introducing
I mean
first,
Flair.
from Tacula, Mexico, weighing in at 244 pounds, Tito Santana.
Oh, listen to the ovation for Tito Santana. Former Intercontinental Champion here in the World Wrestling Federation, former co-holder of the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team belts. He's done it all.
Yeah. Tremendous athlete. We all know that. Always in great shape. Has his homework. Knows how to wrestle. Knows how to fight. Has a temper.
All right, let's have it.
And he's a very, very nice gentleman.
Now stick it to him. Go ahead. I know you're going to bury him.
I'm gonna bury him. But don't eat dinner in his house. You'll get heartburn.
Please.
And his opponent, from Charlotte, North Carolina,
Stand up.
weighing
I'm not
243
standing.
pounds, the self-proclaimed real world's champion, Ric Flair.
There he is, Monsoon. The real world heavyweight champion. Eat your heart out, Piper.
Lot of
Eat
thumbs
your
down
heart out,
here.
Hogan. No, that's a gesture here in England. It's acceptance.
What do you mean?
Thumbs down means yay, mate.
Think you're going in there.
No.
Yes, it does.
No, it don't.
A look of confidence.
A look of arrogance. A look of the world champion. The man has done it all. There's rumor you'd like him to be prime minister.
Will you stop?
Just a rumor.
Yeah, who started it? You? What a beautiful robe.
I feel like standing.
Well, do whatever feels right, Rick. If you want to stand up, stand up. I don't care. Huh. Have you-
There, Monsoon.
What?
It's the real world heavyweight champion.
Will you sit? Will you sit down? I'll have you taken out of here in a minute.
Oh, you're grouchy.
See those guys out there with the white coats and the net? We'll have them in here in a second.
It's strange over here. You know, in the afternoon, the people have musical instruments and tea.
What do you mean have musical instruments?
I heard a guy ask me today, so would you like some tea and trumpets?
Oh, with you. That's tea and crumpets.
Oh,
It's a little pastry.
a little rough going down.
Gee.
Look at him, takes his time, sets up Mr. Santana.
You're not going to rattle Tito Santana, Brain.
There's only one way
You
to
can
rattle
forget
him.
about all that psychological baloney.
Only one way to rattle him. Get a bad burrito about 3 in the morning. That rattles you.
What a match this is going to be. Well, that got his attention.
Cheap shot. You know, I like competition like this for Ric Flair. I like a guy like Santana. Because you beat a guy like Santana, you've beaten somebody. But when you're Ric Flair, the real world's champion, you're just Ric Flair, the real world's champion.
Nice shoulder block by Tito. And Flair down and out of there, looking to regroup a little bit. I don't blame him. He took a nice shot there. What a tremendous athlete.
Yes, he is.
Ric Flair is.
What a tremendous world's champion. The man's done it all. You know, Hogan's out making movies, personal appearances. This man's winning world titles. And what about Rowdy Piper?
Has Ric Flair ever held the World Wrestling Federation title?
No, he holds the real world championship.
Has he
owned
ever
by Ric
beat
Flair.
Hulk Hogan? No.
Because he's
Has he
challenged
ever
Hulk-
beat Ric Flair? No. Ric Flair doesn't beat Hulk Hogan, doesn't beat Roddy Piper. Hasn't beaten anyone worth mentioning yet here in the World Wrestling Federation.
Stick around. Piper's here tonight. If he wants to come out in his little skirt, throw his 2 cents in, fine.
I'd buy a ticket for that.
He wiped the floor with Piper the last time we saw him for spitting on the belt. He has a little saying, and Ric Flair, he says, you know, the first time Piper saw the belt, he spit on it. The second time, he kissed it.
Oh, stop.
And can you imagine, Monsoon? 20 men in the big battle royal tonight. Piper in one corner, Flair in the other. Eyes trained on each other.
Yeah.
They're not going to notice
Flair will
there's
be
18.
hiding behind 18 other guys.
He's not even
And
going to know
Piper will
there's...
have trouble finding him.
Piper will probably still be in the dressing room trying to find someone to sew the hem in his skirt.
Couple of nice moves here by the self-proclaimed champion. Oh, arm wringer. Look at this move. What a nice move that was, right? What athletic ability to reach up and pull someone down by the hair.
I like it.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Tito trying to regroup himself right now. Look at the condition Tito's in.
Didn't get that.
Backing off now. Trying to buy a little time for himself.
You know, I have dinner, when I have dinner tomorrow over at the Palace, I may have Piper bring in dessert in his little skirt. Then I'll dismiss him.
What makes you think that Piper would want to be anywhere that you are?
He may not have a choice. He may not be able to wrestle anymore after tonight.
Look out, Irish whip into the corner. Back drop.
Oh!
Well, came right down on that hip. Drop kicker finds the mark and another one. Tito, explosive.
Come on, champ, get out. Get out. There you go. There you go.
He needs that breather, but Tito's not going to give it to him. There goes Excedrin headache number 37. Oh, now he goes steel barricade.
That's a disqualification. Ring the bell. Oh, you made him mad now. You've made him mad.
Ooh. Beautiful reverse knife edge by Flair. And Flair.
Right into the old Jolly Roger there.
Ram
Or what do they call it?
Santana.
The Union Jack, isn't it?
Will you be serious?
Or Jack Daniels, something like that. I'm not sure.
Wouldn't be surprised if Tito's busted wide open here.
I smell picante.
Handful of hair by Flair as he drags him back inside. Maybe he doesn't want him back inside.
He'll do exactly what he wants to do with Senor Santana.
Shoulder block from the outside, look out. Sunset flip, is he gonna have the leverage? I think he's gonna get him, no. Flair reaching.
Get the rope, get
for
the rope.
top rope.
Come on, get the ropes.
He couldn't get it. Shoulders are down, but Tito didn't cover with that left leg.
Doesn't matter, Monsoon.
What do you mean it doesn't?
This is the world's champion he's wrestling. He's not gonna win this one.
Beautiful single leg takedown.
Come on, get to the ropes. Hook the rope. Hook. There you go. There you go. Ring the bell,
What
ref.
are you doing? What kind of a broadcast journalist are you? Why don't you, if you want to, go down to ringside and do that.
No, I don't manage
You
anymore.
can't sit here and do that. You want to go down to ringside, go ahead.
I'm an advisor.
Please.
It's in my blood. When you watch the real world's champion, everybody in Royal Albert Hall here wants to manage him. Everybody wants to get behind him. I can't help it. Back off. Back off. Set him up. Set him up.
Santana now going to work on the left leg.
He'll tear a hamstring. Drop down, drop down. There you go. Bring him in, sucker him in, sucker him in.
I'm going to have you taken out of here. Keep it up.
When you
Told
watch,
me you didn't want to manage anyone.
when you watch Ric Flair, it brings out the excitement in everyone. I can't help it.
Well, excuse yourself and leave.
Here we go. Hook it.
Look at this, using the leverage.
Come on,
The
ref.
second turnbuckle.
It was after 2, 3. Hold my coat. I'm going to have to go down and referee
Please
this one.
do it. Luckily, Danny Davis paying attention.
Chop him.
Saw what he was doing there.
I heard that much noise since the Alamo.
Santana turns a favor here. Right after right into the forehead. Oh, inverted atomic drop.
But he had enough composure to know where he was at all times. He knew he had Santana. He took a couple shots to the head. That's why he's the real world's champion. An average man would be laying in a heap on the mat right now. Don't it make you proud to sit here and watch
The
this
real
poetry in motion?
world's champion has a big WWF on his belt. And Flair does not.
And you know why Hogan wears yellow trunks? Because it matches his back.
Oh, look at this. Both feet on the second rope. He got caught again.
No, Rick. Don't do that.
Can he get a win without cheating?
Don't touch the referee. That's why I'm his advisor. I got to let him know the ropes here in the World Wrestling Federation. This is big time, pal. A lot of money to be made, a lot of prestige.
And most of it will find its way into your pocket.
Listen to that. Oh, I'm not taking anything from him. I'm doing it for nothing.
That's a lie.
What do you know?
Uppercut finds the mark. You don't go across the street for nothing. Santana hard into the corner.
It's because there's nothing across the street I want to go for.
I guess not. Another Irish whip and whoa.
Well, I guess Santana won't be in the Battle Royal.
Why not?
Doesn't look in too good a shape right now. 20 men over the top rope to the floor. That's a drop of about 15 feet. Some I bet will land on the rail. Some will probably go over the rail into the seats. Put it on next, Candy. Can you get it on next?
It's not on next.
I want to see it.
Look at this. Once again, 2 feet on the rope.
Look at that slow count.
Shut up!
Luckily, we have a lot of alert fans here in the United Kingdom, and they're all at ringside. And Danny Davis heard the verbal requests.
If they don't keep quiet, chances are Ric Flair may never come back here.
I'll let them know that.
Don't upset him.
Now exchanging right hands.
Come on, come on. Turn your back, hook the rope. Make the ref back him off.
Tito now with the upper hand.
Whoa.
Momentum has changed so many times in this great matchup.
Come on, champ.
Irish whip by Tito.
Ah!
Oh!
Whoa!
Luckily, came right down on his feet.
Come on, Rick. Get up.
But Tito was
Get up,
right
the
there
world's
with
watching.
that great
Get up.
clothesline. Does the Reals world champion always look like that, laying there on his back?
He got a lucky shot in.
Oh.
You know, Santana's no ham and egger. He's no burrito and tortilla pusher. You know, this guy's he's an athlete. He can beat you.
Beautiful suplex by Tito as Flair begging off.
It's a good move. It's a good move. Just like soccer. You see them cheat.
Do what?
Soccer.
Backslide coming up. Who's going to get it?
All the soccer teams cheat.
Will it be Tito or will it be Flair?
Flair's got the stronger legs. Tito dropped the 1 knee. That's an advantage, though.
Tito got the more power in that upper body.
Get up,
Two
get up.
count. Flair almost got the 3 count. You choked it up. What, you choking the
Well,
lead
you know,
there?
the world's watching, Mark.
Hey. Close but no cigar for Santana.
I'm not going to be the advisor to a loser. That's why I'm the advisor of the real world's champion. I want to see him win this battle royal tonight.
How much will that put in your pocket?
I'm doing it for NO Zip.
Yeah. You know, that Samovar Cup has to stay here,
Oh, no.
regardless of who wins it.
Oh, I don't believe so.
Yeah.
They look good in Beverly Hills. Well, I mean, in Charlotte, North Carolina, where the champ lives. What a spread he's got there.
What a match this has been to this point. Two tremendous athletes.
Santana's got a beautiful home, too. Did you ever see it?
Yes, I have.
And you can hook it up to most pickup trucks, too.
Wait,
Nice
oh,
trailer.
there it is.
It's
Figure
over.
four.
Ring the bell.
The patented figure
Come
four
on, Flipper. Ring the bell. It's over.
of Ric Flair slapped on.
Ring the bell. Ding, 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 ding. That's good enough.
Look at Santana fight this.
I don't understand here. Oh, he's safe,
Look at
mate.
Flair using the ropes
Ring the
for
bloody
more
bell.
leverage.
Ring the bloody bell, mate.
Get his face!
Dong, dong, dong.
Get his face!
Do something.
Get his face!
Oh, look at this. Come on, ref. What do you think's moving the ropes?
Win. No, no, no.
Make him break it,
Don't
ref.
concern yourself with that. Ask Santana. Pull down, pull down.
Santana been in this hole for quite some time now. Could be doing some permanent leg injury here.
One of the cameramen on the floor hit the rope, ref.
He did not.
I saw him from my vantage point here.
Could be doing some irreversible damage to those lateral collateral ligaments.
Around the kneecap area. Behind the Aphrodite.
They're on the side.
Aha.
Patellas in the front.
Tested you. Tested you. I knew that.
I can't believe it. Look at Santana fight this figure four leg lock.
It's real simple here for the people. Real simple.
And now Tito's turned it over to his advantage.
No.
He's in more.
Get to the ropes.
Look at Flair. He's in more pain. He had to turn it loose. What a job by Tito Santana, withstanding the patented figure four leg lock of Ric Flair. That's a moral victory in itself, Brian.
Moral victories mean nothing. It's the cash that means everything. That 30 pounds of gold that is worn by the real world's champion. That's what it's all about.
Beautiful forearm by Santana.
Ooh. No, come on, ref. Stop. He's on the man's hair.
Big uppercut, Flair, 360, out over the top and down to the concrete.
Come on, ref. Keep Santana in. There you go. Disqualify him now.
I can guarantee you the Royal Albert Hall has never seen any action like this.
Whoa! Oh, my God. Come on, ref.
You may have to find a new meal ticket.
What do you mean meal ticket? I'm doing it for nothing. Told you that. I'm just advising him. That's all I'm doing.
Told me you were going to move up to Tarpon Springs with the rest of the sponges.
I beg your pardon. I'll have to ask you to leave.
Beautiful reverse knife edge, but Santana quick to answer.
Whoa.
I would assume the referee's counting. Can't see where he is from our vantage point.
He's lost control. Santana's not going to make it for the Battle Royal, though. That's my prediction. Here we go.
Flair all the way
No,
to the
no,
top.
no,
Took
no.
an awful long time to get there.
No.
Here he goes, just like a spear. Tito for the cover, two. Oh, 2.5 pounds is all he could get. You could have cardiac arrest here. You better take it easy. I have the paramedics standing by out here, you know. You don't look too good. A little green
Take him
around
out.
the gills.
Take him out. Hand me that water.
Another Irish whip into the corner, and Tito with that tremendous reflex action of his with a nice clothesline out of the corner. Has a 2 count. Well, almost 3 again.
Come on. Get up.
Will you
get up.
settle down?
Get him up.
Will you get the doctor, please?
Oh!
We're gonna have you carried out of here in a moment.
The flying jalapeno.
Got him with that flying forearm.
God, puts it on,
Oh,
puts
foot
it
on
on
the rope.
Puts on the rope.
I think you better leave. I mean, if it means that much to you, I'll buy your lunch for the next year.
Okay, it's a deal.
Santana following him in here, looking for the roll-up. He's got it.
No, you don't. Come on.
Sit back, Tito.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tito's lost
Too
his
late.
balance.
Too late. Look at this. 2 heads full of tights.
I didn't see that.
Oh. Are
Never
you
worry.
kidding me?
Never worry. The real world champion, Ric Flair. Ring the bell. Get a shot of that, Hogan.
What a miscarriage of justice here.
And then,
Let's go back and take a look. Take a look
I
at
don't think
that.
it's
Watch,
necessary.
watch this, Ray.
okay, Santana runs him into the corner. Flair loses his balance. Santana gets him in a good roll. Now Santana right here, I believe, loses his balance. Ric Flair is holding
look
on.
at that.
Moon over Miami.
Please. Disgusting move by that man claiming to be the real world's champion. I'll tell you what, the Hulkster would never do anything like that. Right now, let's go back to meet Gene Okerlund.
By the way, Gorilla Monsoon, my birthday right about that time. I can't think of anything better than a couple of tickets to Suburban Commando as a birthday present. The sheriff is in town, folks. I'm talking about the Big Boss Man. Of course, the gigantic 20-man battle royal here at Royal Albert Hall later on. But first things first, Big Boss Man, you're going to be meeting one-on-one moments from now, the Earthquake.
You know, Mean Gene, when they say World Wrestling Federation, they mean the entire world. And that is my jurisdiction. Whether it be here in London or in the States, the law will be there. First things first, Jimmy Hart's man, Earthquake, 6'9", 500 pound piece of trash. Well, tonight, boy, the Big Boss Man's gonna take out the trash. And when I get through doing that, I'm gonna celebrate, Mean Gene. And you know how I'm gonna celebrate? I'm gonna win me a little trophy right here.
All right, thank you very much, Big Boss Man. That happens to be the Royal Samovar Trophy. And by the way, it all continues here at Royal Albert Hall when we come back with more action. Don't go away. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my guest this week, here for the gigantic event at Royal Albert Hall, along with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, here's Earthquake. Well, Jimmy Hart, quite obviously, these people saw you coming. They know who you are here in Great Britain.
You know what I mean, Gene? That people like Jimmy Hart get to do what they want to do, say what they want to say, and go where they want to go. Well, I'll tell you why. It's because of men like the Earthquake. He stands 6'7". He weighs over 400 pounds. And everybody here, you better get yourself some Earthquake insurance, baby.
I think you better loosen up your shorts there, Jimmy Hart. Earthquake tonight. You've got the Big Boss Man and then on to the Battle Royal.
Mean Gene, do you know how long of a boat ride it is from US to here? Really far. That's why we took a plane. Anyway, the simple point is we came a long ways for what we're gonna do tonight. That's why the Big Boss Man is gonna get beat by the Quake, and then I'm gonna bring my partner, the Typhoon, out, and we're gonna win the Battle Royal.
All right, I thank you very much, gentlemen. Let's go back to Gorilla and the Weasel.
Well, they certainly won't be accusing Earthquake of being any mental giant, will they?
Why not?
Well, did you hear his eloquent
This contest is
delivery
scheduled
there?
for one
Good enough
fall.
for these. It's a long way.
Introducing first the individual managed by
Come
Mouth of
on
the
up,
South,
Bob.
Jimmy
So
Hart,
he took the plane.
representing one half of the natural
Give me a
disasters,
break.
Good
weighing
logic
in
to me.
at
I flew over on the
468
court.
pounds,
Sure.
Earthquake.
Hold on, strap your seatbelts.
Earthquake has just shaken the entire foundation of this structure here at the Royal Albert Hall.
And
listen to this eruption.
Cobb County, Georgia. Weighing
President Bobby
337
of the World
pounds,
Wrestling
the
Federation.
Big Boss Man.
Big Boss Man, full speed ahead. Earthquake nowhere to be found.
Can you imagine this 20-man battle royal, Earthquake in the over? Just Earthquake and Typhoon alone are a half a ton. And look at the size of the Big Boss.
I understand, Brain, that some special reinforcement is being done with the ring because of the magnitude of this battle royal. Wow. Otherwise, it would just completely collapse. Take a good look. Jam-packed here, Royal Albert Hall. World Wrestling Federation invades the United Kingdom. And what a reception they have got here, Brain.
Well,
I'm sorry, your lordship, miss.
Lord Brain.
Whatever it is.
Call me Lord. Make it easy on you.
I know a few
I'm
other
not
choice
going in
adjectives.
there unless he gets
also
rid of
apply.
that stick.
I'll tell you, these people here know their World Wrestling Federation stars.
Known all over the world, no question about that.
That's right, referee. You can't wrestle with your stick in your hand, stupid. You know what they call the screws over here? Bobbies.
I understand that, yes. What is that significant of?
Nothing, just throw some information out to you.
You're just a fountain of it, aren't you?
Why do you think they call them Bobbies?
I don't have any idea.
They named him after me.
Oh.
They want to impress people, so they figure we'll give them a good name.
Uh-huh.
Stalk him, Quake, stalk him. There you go.
Giving away a whole lot of weight in this one. Big Boss Man and Power 2.
They just didn't go in there and collide with each other. They took their time. They're looking around.
Boss Man has got cleverness, Brain, on his side.
He's got Jimmy Hart on his
Got
side.
something between his ears besides a vacuum.
Are you trying to say that the Big Boss Man is stupid?
You got it. Boy, how observant and how quick you are.
You mean Earthquake is stupid. You're trying to make a fool out of me and hoping I will agree with you, then you zap me. No, sir. Too smart for that.
Sorry.
I love that Earthquake. Beautiful,
That
baby,
guy. You think the elevator goes all the way to the top there?
Doesn't even have a shaft. Doesn't matter, though. He's got Earthquake.
Boss Man using a little psychological ploy of his own here. Not a bad idea.
Boss Man doesn't have any psychological
Whoa.
power.
And a roundhouse right got his attention as well.
Psychologically punched him in the mouth, you mean?
Certainly did. Oh, and an uppercut finds the mark as well.
The knees look a little rubbery on Earthquake.
You think for 1 minute, Brain, that Prince Albert, the husband of Queen Victoria, whose brainstorm was this facility that we're in here tonight, ever thought that two behemoths like this would ever appear in Royal Albert Hall?
I doubt that.
You're going to give me an
I
answer?
doubt that. But I do believe that they knew someday I would be here to broadcast. That's why they built it.
Boy, am I sorry I asked. Scoop slam! Handled him like a baby.
Drop it on him. Whoa!
Elbow, but nobody home. Big Boss Man long gone. And good thing. Ah! It's a foot race now.
The man's a thief. I told you, he's a thief. Ooh.
I think that's the wrong place to attack the Earthquake. The breadbasket. That's where his power is. A little bit slow on the impact there. Oh, nice schoolboy trip from behind.
Look at that. Look at that power.
He's just too big to hold down there.
Too big to pick up. He's too big to hold down. That might be the winner of the Battle Royal. But I got to go with Ric Flair.
You certainly do have to go, both of you. Side headlock. by the law enforcer. Be a good idea. Keep this guy down on the canvas.
Well, of course, you can't match strength with Earthquake. You can't match size with him. A Boss Man is a big man. Look at this. Look at this power. He is a big man, over 300 pounds.
I am very surprised, Brain, that Earthquake's letting himself be handled in this side headlock.
Well, I doubt if he's letting himself be handled, the Boss Man
Well,
is
he's obviously not doing anything about it.
He's thinking. He's setting up a move.
Boy, we could be here
You
for a
got to be
long
3
time.
or 4 moves ahead of the next guy. Uh-oh.
Handful of beard.
Got him by the whiskers.
One of the disadvantages of having all that facial hair. Once again, the throw off, and once again, follow the lead.
Come on, ref. Do your job.
Bossman enjoying some success here.
Momentarily.
Brain, did you see that big organ as we came in here?
Mm-hmm.
It's appearing in some of our shots.
I played it a little earlier.
You did?
Kick back the stool like Jerry Lee, played a little
too
music.
late.
Oh! Earthquake didn't move.
Never budged. Just like hitting a brick wall. But look at that. Look at the telegraph of that move. Bossman had all kinds of time to get out of there. First turnbuckle on the inside, a little leverage. I think he wanted to go up higher and didn't.
But he was timing his move.
He was. He should have used a watch. There he goes now. Second turnbuckle this time. On the inside. Double axe handle.
He's not down yet.
He's going.
Uh-oh. He's down.
Looks like a big baby sitting there.
Close to a 500-pound baby there. I wouldn't want to take his rattle away or diaper him, would you?
Bossman going to the outside once again. Just biding his time here, waiting. High cross body, got caught in midair. What a power move. Quake and a power slam. Could be all over here.
Caught a 300-pound man in midair off the top rope. Who can do that?
Looking for the count. No, doesn't want the count. Wants to dish out a little bit more punishment.
I am still amazed. What an impressive feat of strength.
Big mistake here, Brain. Quake wasted a lot of time there, giving the Bossman a chance to recuperate.
I think he knows that he has him. He's playing with him. He's toying with him.
Well,
he's
that's a
enjoying
mistake in
himself.
itself. Whether you know you have somebody or not, you never really know you have somebody.
Well, it shows you. I mean, that's where your confidence level is. Earthquake obviously feels he can take him out whenever he wants to.
Over the years, Brain, how many of your guys have played with guys and gotten beat?
Oh, none of my men have ever gotten beat. Oh. What force? Look at this. Like a Mack truck hitting you. One of them double-deck buses they have here.
Setting him up. Look at this. Irish whip into the corner. Ring just moved about 4 inches.
So he knows he's got him.
Well, if he knows he's got him, why don't he take him?
Because he's enjoying himself.
Yeah.
If you know you can eat a whole pie, take your time with it.
He looks like he ate the whole pie.
Well, he may get the whole pie later on. There's a piano in the background.
Organ.
Same thing, you know.
He's going to fool around, and the big boss man is going to get that adrenaline flowing.
Well, you can't fool around with the big boss man. He's a fighter. He's a tough guy. But he's not real bright. So you got that on your side. Boss man doesn't look like he's going to have too much fight left in him. Ooh, just knocking the grits right out of him.
No offense whatsoever right now from the boss man, but he made it to his feet. I'm surprised.
Left to the face.
Couple of right hands got the big guy's attention. And another one. Whoa. Some in the aisle stop you dead in your tracks.
It won't stop a charging bull, but it'll stop the boss man.
Look at this. Inverted.
Playing with him.
Slammed once again.
He's toying with the man. How impressive this is.
How much punishment can that lower lumbar area take?
Ring the bell.
Bear hug. Once again, got it down quite low. He's down around the hips. That's not where you let the oxygen in, pal.
Maybe the hip man.
Look at this. Boss Man right now is recuperating while being in this hold because the hold is not applied correctly.
Well, I think Quake figured by putting him in the bear. Oh!
Got his bell rung.
Long distance.
Like being hit with a 4x4.
Quake smarting a bit. Keep him down now. Put the leather to him.
You don't have any financial interest in this guy.
No, but I have financial interest in anybody. I just enjoy watching the boss man get kicked
Or
around.
maybe you do. I don't know. You and that Jimmy Hart are pretty tight. You might have a piece of all his action.
I'm not tight
I
with
don't know.
anybody. I'm not tight with anybody. Look at this. Good side headlock.
Reverse chin lock.
I was just going to say that.
Here by Earthquake.
Reverse side headlock into a side chin lock. The natural disasters. You aren't kidding.
Which one do you think is bigger, Typhoon or Quake?
I think Quake is about maybe 6 pounds heavier.
6 pounds?
Yeah, 6 pounds heavier. That's the guess.
Will you be serious?
Well, you asked me a question, I'll give you an answer.
Which one? Is that the one that had lunch? The one that's 6 pounds heavier?
You think they eat 6 pounds of food at a sitting?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Maybe a slob would do that.
Well,
maybe the boss man could eat 6 pounds of grits at one sitting.
Boss Man
Keep him down.
needs to get something going here. This one's going to be over.
Keep him down. Come on. Boss man's fighting to get back to his feet. He does have some fight in him.
Elbow into the rib area, but I don't think it ever reached the rib.
You can't move him. You can't move him. You're not going to move him.
Whoa! Followed him right in and leveled him. The irresistible force met the immovable object, and the immovable object won.
Look at the physique on Earthquake. Oh. He is a big, massive man. And with Jimmy Hart, it's dangerous.
I told the big boss man
Man's shirt is
that he should
soaking
get himself
wet.
some insurance. I
Quake
told the
has
boss man
taken
he
the
should.
beating to him, boy. He has had his way.
Jimmy Hart said he told the boss man to get some earthquake insurance. Boy, he's pretty well spent, isn't he?
He's trying to go under the ring, Monsoon. He's trying to hide.
The tank looks to be between empty and completely.
Yeah, he's looking for the show answer man right now. Whoa!
Big knee drives the boss man down to the concrete once again. Not the place to be here in Royal Albert Hall. Uh-oh, went right out after.
Look at this. Look at this. Where's he taking him?
Oh, over to the steel steps.
Well, he likes to hear that steel sound of the bars shutting and the doors clanging and the tin cups running up and down the bars. So what's the one more metal sound to him? Tell him, Jimmy. Tell him, Jimmy.
I believe this one is over.
Boy, did he take him apart. Piece by piece. He dissected him right in front of our eyes. Millions of people.
He's getting back in the ring.
He don't know where he is.
He just rolled under that bottom rope. He's back in
He
there.
doesn't. Wait a minute. He didn't know he put his foot out, though. He doesn't know where he's
What
at
an
right now.
attestament here to the big boss man and his will to win.
Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. You have the right. You have the right to remain silent. You open your mouth, Hick. Watch that.
Oh, clothesline. Big guy didn't go down. Boss man did not go down.
He's running on fumes.
That adrenaline perhaps is starting to flow.
Whoa.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this.
Headbutt City right into the breadbasket.
I can't believe this.
About 7 or 8 in a row. Reversal.
Oh!
Avalanche in the corner. Knocked him right into the middle of next week.
You know how when you run out of gas, you can always start your car one more time, but you can't go too far. Maybe only a half a block. And that's what the boss man did.
That's it. Give him a half an hour, your foot earthquake. Beautiful, baby.
Drop him. Drop him. Referee should ring the bell.
This is
Just
where
for
you
sympathy.
sustain permanent injuries, Brian. in your career in a match like this. When you're this spent, you're so vulnerable.
He's out on his feet. I don't think he knows where he's at. Now, we don't need to have the people start clapping and chanting. We should feel sorry for him.
Oh, that move. Nice leverage move.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that.
obviously, Boss Man might have been playing a little possum,
Blake is down. Jimmy, get him up. Get him up. Get him moving. He kicked him right in the back of the head. They're both out.
Kicked him right on the external occipital protuberance.
Kicked him in the back of the head.
That's what I said.
Well, make it simple, will you? They don't know what you're talking about. I do.
Almost knocking him out.
Get up. Get up, Earthquake.
Referee laying on a double count here.
Boss Man's moving. He's up. He's sitting up.
Get that pipsqueak off the apron.
Earthquake is out. He is out.
1, 2.
No. What a match, Monsoon. Careful, Jimmy.
Sticking your nose where it don't belong. Look out.
Whoa.
Oh. Look at this high school troop from behind.
He doesn't have him.
Almost had him. At least he eliminated that little pipsqueak.
Whoa.
What is this?
Who's coming down the aisle?
Look at this. It's the jailbird.
It's the Mountie.
It's the jailbird.
It's the Mountie, a member of Jimmy Hart's army. He's helping Jimmy Hart up. Nobody puts their hands on Jimmy Hart. He's got Earthquake tied up. Look at this. Oh!
Beautiful move by the Boss Man.
Do something, Mountie.
However, he's in a dangerous, difficult position here now, all from the outside. The Mountie scooping the leg from the outside.
Well, if the Boss Man thinks he can push Jimmy Hart around, why shouldn't the Mountie go take a shot at the big Boss Man? He's the real law and order in the World Wrestling Federation.
Referee's going to allow this, obviously. Boy, did that stink.
Doesn't matter, the match is over.
Give me a break.
The Mountie did what he had to do. He went and got his man.
That was disgusting.
The winner, Earthquake. The winner, Earthquake. The Mountie just went out and got his man.
It was too many against one, Brain.
I don't understand what you mean.
It was 3 against 1. How could you expect the Boss Man to win?
I believe that's legal here in England.
Oh, yeah.
Are you crying, Boss Man? Things running a little rough for you today.
He'll get a chance for revenge later on in the 20-man over the top.
Go back to Cobb County and write some more tickets, you ugly-looking meter maid.
Oh, you want to start with him? You want to get on his...
Uh-oh.
I'm going to mark all this stuff.
Uh-oh. They're going into the back. They're going into the...
Chased him all the way back into the dressing room
Gene
area.
Okerlund. See what happened back there.
Back beyond our viewpoint.
Hello, director. Can I get some... I'm going to have to leave here, maybe.
Well, go. And don't let the door hit you on the way out. There it is.
All right, folks, this is what it's all about. We are anxiously awaiting the 20-man battle royal. This is the Royal Samovar Trophy. And, of course, this is going to be awarded to the gigantic winner of the 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal. Sterling silver at its very finest, but oh, to win this, all the doors that are opened. I should point out a very dangerous match because the only way a man could be eliminated in a battle royal is to be thrown up over the top rope down to the arena floor. Not through the ropes, not down onto the ring apron, but up over the top rope and down onto the arena floor. Get ready. That battle royal coming up a little bit later on here at Royal Albert Hall. Speaking of that, my guest at this time, Kerry Von Erich, the Texas tornado blowing into the United Kingdom. You've got to be one of the favorites to win this gigantic battle royal, and oh, what a thrill that would be.
That's right, Gene. You know, this is the toughest match the World Wrestling Federation can offer. This is for all the bragging rights. And the winner of this match will be the King of the Mountain. And I'll tell you what, I'm coming fist and fire because I'm planning on winning it, Gene.
You know, we should point out it's every man for himself. However, you've got an appointment here moments from now with another superstar called the Mountie from Canada.
That's right. You know, the Mountie is real tough when he's got that stick in his hand. But we step in that squared circle, you won't have that stick, brother. It's you and me.
All right, thank you very much, folks. The action, fast and furious, the Battle Royal at Royal Albert Hall continues after this. Don't go away.
tremendous
All right,
look at
please
Royal
join me in
Albert Hall.
welcoming my guests.
Here's Mean Gene. Well, Gene's not exactly. Yeah, he's ready. There he is.
He
Take it
never
away,
knows if
Mean
he's
Gene.
ready or not.
Please join me in welcoming my guests at this time, manager Jimmy Hart, and of course he's joined by the Mountie.
The Jailbird.
The real law and order in the World Wrestling Federation. Jimmy Hart told me.
Jimmy Hart, after what I just saw, I'm not so certain I want to talk to you.
Well, let me tell you something, baby. Just like I've said a million times, the Hart organization sticks together. You just saw what happened to the Big Boss Man. You're fixing to see what the Mountie's going to do to the Texas Tornado. And always remember one thing, Mean Gene. The Mountie always gets his man.
All right, Mountie, you've got a big one-on-one bout coming up here. The Texas Tornado is ready for this one.
You just go ahead and forget about Terry Von whatever his name is. I'm gonna tell you something. The only thing that is royal about this little place is me. I am the Mountie. And when I'm finished beating your head, Kevin Von Erich, I'm gonna win the trophy because I'm the only law and order in the World Wrestling Federation.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Gorilla Monsoon, this gentleman is very competent. We're going to have to see what happens. Back to you.
Jailbird indeed as we take another look.
This
Jam-packed
contest is
here.
scheduled for
Royal
one fall.
Albert Hall.
Introducing
Gorilla
first the
Monsoon
manager,
along with Bobby the
Mount of
Brain
the
Heenan.
Sir Robert of Heenan.
Oh, Sir Robert of Heenan.
From Canada,
Excuse me.
weighing 243 pounds,
I want to hear my music.
the Mountie.
I don't hear any Mountie music.
Well, something.
He doesn't deserve any music anyway.
Oh, so he obviously made
we
the
don't
man
have
mad.
any Jailbird music.
And his
We brought
opponent,
this special piece along for.
That's the Tornado's music.
That's right.
the Texas Tornado, Terry Von Erich.
Are you leaving?
No, I'm just. Some little bird over here is winking at me. Nah, forget it.
Texas Tornado, former Intercontinental Champion here in the World Wrestling Federation.
The man's in tremendous shape. I'll have to agree with you on that.
I didn't say anything about his conditioning yet.
Why don't you? You will when you see him. Keep moving, Jimmy. The Jimmy Hart organization has a ring to it, don't it?
Hope that referee takes that cattle prod and returns it to the locker room area.
Well, Mr. Tornado, this may be a very shocking experience, if you know what I mean.
Looks like he might have some relatives here. He's looking around.
Trying to find the exit. Quickest way out of town.
There it is.
You look in shape?
Wow.
See, knew you'd say it. Climb the brain.
Doesn't happen by accident that you get to look like that, folks.
A lot of hard work.
Determination, dedication, and hard work.
But he's not the Mountie.
Oh, you can bet on that. Thank goodness. He's not the Mountie.
Mountie is a mean, cruel, vicious man.
Disgrace to any kind of law and order, any law enforcement agencies anywhere in the world, including the Bobbies here in London.
Let me tell you something you don't know about. He is invited tomorrow to be guest speaker at Scotland Yard. He's going to give those guys a few tips on how to crack some cases.
Will you be serious?
Going to show them a few new self-defense techniques, and they're going to honor him. They're going to make him head of Scotland Yard. That's
The only thing he could talk intelligently on is what life is like in the Slimer in the Big Apple.
Well, that was a bum rap.
Yeah. And for all you folks out there who don't know what I'm referring to, he lost that big jailhouse match in Madison Square Garden and heading to spend the night in the Slammer in the Big Apple, New York City.
Well, he lost to the Big Boss Man, but it wasn't really a victory for the Boss Man the way I look at it.
Oh, what was it? A loss?
Well, no, I can't get into it right now. But he was handcuffed, shackled, taken out of Madison Square Garden, red light and siren, and put in jail.
Served him right.
But tomorrow when he goes to Scotland Yard, it'll be different.
Yeah. He's smart. He won't get within 100 miles of Scotland Yard.
Get it out of here, man. He hit him in the face with his fist.
Tell him, Jimmy. Tell him, Jimmy. Tell him, get on his case. Get up in his face.
Little Pip Street said he hit him in the face with his fist.
Well, he has an investment. He's out there to protect it. The way Jimmy Hart operates. Now you got a chance. Now you got a chance.
Ooh, yeah, you notice how he disappeared when the paddy wagon came.
Well, he had to manage
He wouldn't
another
have
match.
lasted 10 minutes in the Slammer.
He had, I don't want to go into that.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Nice arm wringer here by the Tornado. Tear that thing right out of the socket.
Come on, Mountie. That's okay, baby.
Wind it up.
There you go. Handful of hair, that's fine.
That'll buy him a little time.
Good leapfrog, huh?
Leapfrog. And another one.
Whoa!
Oh, and one to the back of the
Oh,
ear.
did he nail him?
See, he was so wrapped up in his two beautiful leapfrogs that he forgot about protecting himself.
Tornado did come out on top with that move. But it's a long way from over yet, Monsoon. Tell him, Jimmy, get him ready. Don't let him talk to the people. Get him ready, Jimmy. Forget the people, Mountie.
Boy, there's a ton of them here. They're yelling jailbird. They know what we're talking about.
It's very rude of them to do it. These people are supposed to be dignified humans.
They know a jailbird when they see one. He's headed for the locker room. Might be the smartest move he's made all night.
Well, if the referee's just going to let the Tornado punch a man in the head whenever he wants and completely lose control of a match, take a walk. Go back to the dressing room. Nothing wrong with that. Now, this man's a guest. He's a guest in this country. He got a bad rap. These people call him jailbird. And when I see Liz, I mean the Queen tomorrow, I am going to mention it to her about showing a little respect to the Mountie and the kindness and the generosity that that woman has. I know she's going to agree with me.
Yeah, she'll have the both of you locked up right here. Well, count him out, Ref, if he doesn't want this match to continue.
I'm telling you.
Lay the count on him and send him back with a short end of the first one.
These people will be sorry. Send them all
Danny
to the,
Davis is now counted.
send them all to the Falklands and they can fight. Sheep. Ooh.
Got met with a vengeance as he finally got back in. Nice reversal, though.
There it is.
A sleeper by the Mountie.
They use this a lot for subduing criminals and violent prisoners. He's got him. He's got him.
Tornado fighting it.
I'll handle this.
Referee's got it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the weather forecast is clearing up. Bright skies, sun's coming out. Of course, you won't see it here in London, but you will see it in the middle of that ring because a tornado will not have any more big gusts of wind. Film at 11.
They finished.
Wrap it up. Do the sports.
Referee's got to be checking in there. This could easily be turned into a chokehold. That elbow slips underneath the chin.
Well, that's okay, though. He's a law enforcement officer, so he can do that with
Oh,
that
sure,
move.
yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
They tell me things are heating up back in the locker room area in anticipation of still to come the big 20-man over-the-top battle royal
20 men in
for that
one ring.
coveted
Wow.
Samovar trophy.
Some cash.
See if he wants to give it up.
I think there's also a different cash involved. That's, the trophy itself is significant of something, but
Oh, of course.
cash that
Well, the trophy's
makes
worth
the world
something,
go
too.
round.
Come on, Mountie, keep him down, keep him down. Don't let him get to his feet.
Tornado fighting this. That's it. Get that left arm up in between there.
Only thing that's going to save him is conditioning.
It's a nice counter move here by the Tornado.
Kick him now, kick him now. Zap him with the
Gotta go to the breadbasket now.
Jimmy, zap him with the stick.
Right in the breadbasket.
He's got it again. He's too smart. This guy's smarter than Sherlock Holmes. I mean, he's the guy that wore the two hats with the two peaks. Look at the double hat.
That's the way the hats were made.
I thought it was a double peaked hat. Someone ripped half the brim off. He wore one of them Batman raincoats.
Uh-oh.
Choke him down.
He's choking him out. He definitely is choking him out. Come on, Danny, stick your hand in there. Referee Danny Davis.
Check him, check him. It's over, it's over.
If the arm drops 3 times, the match is over. Oh,
Just ring that bell.
Didn't even make 2.
Flip that bell, ring it. You know, the Texas Tornado could sustain permanent brain damage if that hole's kept on much longer. Then again, it could increase his IQ by 9 points.
Shake it off and get up! Come on!
And have an even 10.
Will you be serious? Bought himself a little time with that move out of the corner.
Stay on him, Mountie. You're the law and order here in jolly old England.
And now it's Tornado who slapped on a sleeper of his own.
It's a choke. It's a choke. I can see it. Look, he's right around the... He moved it on me quick, but
Mountie went right to the ropes immediately, but couldn't hold on to him. Got it slapped down pretty good. The whole idea here is to pinch off that carotid artery that feeds the blood supply to the brain and also the oxygen as well. And when you cut it off, the lights go out.
Enough, Dr. Watson.
Got carried away.
I wish you would.
Mountie is fading.
Check him, will you, referee? Forget Jimmy Hart. He's on the floor. He's not bothering anybody. Break it. That's right.
Luckily, the Mountie fell into the ropes, forcing the break into that hole.
More punching. The referee's doing nothing about this.
Just only a few minutes ago, you were expounding the virtues of the referee. Shoulder right into the steel post.
Boy, did he hit that with a thud.
Luckily, he's got that heavy, muscular buildup in that area.
And you know what else he has going for him? No sense, no feeling. You've heard that?
I thought you were a friend of the Mounties. You can't talk about it.
I'm talking about the Mountie. Talking about the Tornado. Stay on him now. Back him in that corner. Drive those big, beautiful Canadian boots into his stomach. Show him who's boss. Show him who's law and order. Snap
That
that.
there out of the corner by the Mountie.
Move.
Going to work now in the short rib area. Tornado didn't like that. He got up in a hurry.
Don't let him off the hook.
Uh-oh. Upside down to the floor.
What a battle back and forth between these two.
I think the Mountie's ahead on points.
Oh, rams him right into the steel steps, face first, and also the point of that step right into his trapezius.
That's what they use in the circus.
Oh, that's a trapeze. I thought maybe something would rub off after all these years of sitting here by me, but no, it hasn't.
Still got a rash, huh? Nail him. Nail him good. There you go.
Wide open.
Boy, the weather's clearing up.
Paid for it.
Can smell the fresh air.
Suckered him. Boy, I could sure go for some of those fish and chips right about now, Brain. Why don't you go out and see if you can rustle some up?
Hey, hey. I'm Sir Robert and Heenan. I'm not an errand
sorry.
boy.
I didn't give
Lord
you
Brain.
the dignity you deserve.
Hey, Prince Charles. Oh, there he goes. He's lost his temper now.
Right after right, and now Ram. Turnaround is fair play.
Do something, Jimmy. Do something. He's got the megaphone and he's got the shocker.
I mean the weapon.
The shocker.
Oh!
He broke his hand.
Gave him the whirling dervish to spinning Texas tornado and hit the steel post.
Did he ever?
He may have fractured his wrist. Look at that thing, it's starting to swell already.
He didn't have him right. He didn't have him weak enough for that. But Mountie outsmarted him. He's going right for the hand. A true competitor. A true man who knows when he's in that ring and he's fighting for his life and his money, what he's going to have to do. And that's take the tornado out the best way he can. Tornado made a mistake, and the Mountie's going to capitalize on it.
If he's got any gas left.
Mounty's got gas. He's got plenty of gas. He's in shape.
Sends him in for the ride. Look out.
Oh, he was
Nice
going
duck
for it.
underneath by Tornado.
Whoa!
Clothesline. Finds the mark. Injured hand and wrist and all, and this guy still ready to do it. Oh, look at this. Come on, Brad.
I can't believe it.
What is that?
His feet got hooked on the top rope accidentally.
Are you kidding? Give me a break here.
The winner, the Mountie.
I can't believe
What he
that.
did is he kicked his feet up in the air, and he's so tall, and his legs are so long that his feet
Will you shut up? That's a lie. He cheated. Both feet on the ropes. Now the referee's been told.
Too late. The match is over.
Referee we may have an instant replay here.
They just do that in football and
We may have a reversal here.
soccer.
He's letting this match continue.
There's no reason to. What is going on here?
This one not over. Backdrop by Tornado.
You won the match. You won the match, Mountie. Take
Mountie
off.
wants out.
It's over. Tornado lost the match.
He's going to go home with the short end of the purse money.
It's a shame accidents will happen, though, Mountie.
Are you kidding? Ah.
Accidents do happen.
Texas Tornado showing us what kind of intestinal fortitude this youngster has, and just thrilling all the folks here at Royal Albert Hall. All kinds of outstanding athletes here in the World Wrestling Federation, some of them extremely dangerous. So with that, right now, let's go to the funeral parlor.
Welcome to my parlor, and oh, what a pleasure it is to be in London, England this evening. The Royal Albert Hall. Just think of all the royalty who's passed through these doors. Where are they now? Oh, yes, they're in the cemetery. The Royal Albert Hall. There's the Queen's box. Oh, where's the Queen this evening? Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Tonight's your night. Oh, yes, right here in London, England. And then there'll be the Battle Royal.
Jim Duggan, as the sands of the hourglass run out, so will the breath in your lungs. And long before the battle royal comes, rigor mortis will have set in. All that's left is a WWF mass burial.
Rest in peace.
Does Phantom of the Opera come to mind?
A hair standing on the back of my arm. I got hair standing where I don't have hair. This is eerie.
What a shot here at Royal Albert Hall!
There he is, probably the most dangerous human being in the World Wrestling Federation.
Wow. Paul Bearer leading the way for The Undertaker, who will indeed have his hands full. Who is that playing the organ?
The organ player. Stupid.
That. You're supposed to be the journalist. You're supposed to have all these facts at your fingertips.
I don't get all their names all the time. It's not that important. Friend of The Undertaker. I guess he just,
Got news for you. The Undertaker doesn't have any friends.
well, he just dug him up for this gig.
This contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing in the ring, managed by Paul Bearer from
6'9" or 10,
weighing 338 pounds, the Undertaker.
What a dangerous individual.
Is he ever? And he's agile, and he's quick, and you can pound on him, and he knows what he's doing in that ring, and he doesn't care.
And has formaldehyde running through his veins.
I wouldn't doubt it. I shook his hand once, you know, months ago. Hand's ice cold. How can you keep your hand ice cold when you're in a warm building? Guy's not real. The guy is not real.
Oh, here he comes.
A resident dummy.
Glens Falls, New York, weighing 280
Look at the
pounds.
ovation and the reception here for Hacksaw Jim Duggan with the red, white, and blue.
Where does he think he is? United States? He's proud of his country, and he's proud to be here in England, right, Monsoon?
He certainly is.
Yeah. Well, he may be leaving in a box. Undertaker's not impressed. Look at him. He is not impressed with that 2x4 carrying cockeyed loudmouth. We're talking about you.
I have very seldom seen Rain on any occasion the facial expression on the Undertaker very
He's intense.
Look at. I'll tell you what, this Hacksaw, he'll get your attention. Whoa, just like that.
But he didn't go down. Watch how much punishment he can take.
Well, you're looking at two big super 300-pounders here.
That are also going to be in the Big Battle Royal. 20 man over the top.
Whoa!
Look at that! Look at that!
Came right down on his feet. What agility, what balance.
He's standing on his feet. It didn't even faze him.
I think the little upside down ride.
Got his attention maybe. Didn't faze him. The man never even breathes heavy. You never see him try to catch a breath. The man is not real. Look at him.
You believe this? Rain, here we are in Royal Albert Hall, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan has got him chanting USA.
Whoa! What a move!
What's in the urn? You were supposed to find this out.
Well, I was asked not to tell, so I can't go back on my word.
You're a liar. You don't have a clue what's in
I
there.
can't go back on my word.
Yeah.
I'm not that kind
Your
of guy.
word isn't any good. I got news for you. You'll find that out tomorrow.
Look at that.
Whoa.
Wrap those
Blatant
big
chokehold. Come on,
Great.
ref. What are you waiting for?
grave digger paws around his neck and choke. You know, this Undertaker brings a whole new meaning to the name Jack the Ripper. I can just see him going across a rooftop about 1 or 2 in the morning. People would move out of the neighborhood. I'm telling you, this man is scary. He is dangerous.
Nightmare City is what it's all about. Hacksaw trying to get something going for himself, but so far it's been a little one-sided.
Hacksaw's up on his feet, though. He's too dumb to know when he's had enough. Another big right.
Not too much behind those shots, though.
He's taking a lot out of Duggan. He's been choking on him since the bell rang. Duggan's a real tough guy. But this Undertaker, he is not human, Monsoon.
Still puts his pants on one leg at a time, Brain.
I doubt it.
You doubt it,
I
huh?
doubt it. He may never take him off. How do you know? Why would he put him on? The man's not human. He has a grayish cast to his body.
Be interesting, Brain, to see
Look at that.
what happens later on when The Undertaker slaps that same choke move onto Ric Flair at the Battle Royal.
It could happen. It could happen. He's big enough to pick Ric Flair up and anybody else up and just throw
Look
him
at
out
this.
of that
Look
ring.
at this agility here.
Watch this.
All the way to the top rope. Walking right down it. That's 320-something pounds, folks.
Wow. That is agility. Can you see him going across the rooftops over in the east end of London here? Him and Jack the Ripper just out having a good time going house to house.
Will you stop?
I'm just trying to picture this in my mind, you know, a lot of history.
In what mind?
Don't yell at me.
Can't believe that Hacksaw's still in there.
Hacksaw does have a lot of fight in him.
Most of it's been knocked out of him.
You know, that urn has some significant meaning. When The Undertaker's taking over, when he's leading the match, when he's got everything going his way. He occasionally will look over to Paul Bearer and take a glimpse of that urn. Look, he's got the urn up in the air now. Look at that, look at that.
Look at this. Lift job right out of the corner. Inverted atomic drop, perhaps. Yes.
Doesn't phase him, doesn't
Oh,
phase
yes,
him.
he felt that, Brain.
He felt it, but it doesn't phase him.
Hacksaw beat him to the punch there twice, 3 times.
Driving him right back into the corner.
He could be making the same mistake that The Undertaker made only a few moments ago.
If he's gonna do any damage, he better do it now. Where's he going now?
Going after that, you know what disturber out there. That's why he's got Paul Bearer. He's got the 2x4. It belongs to Hacksaw.
Here comes The Undertaker. Ooh, right in the back of the neck.
See, now to me, that's automatic disqualification, man.
Yeah, but you don't mean
When
that.
you distract somebody like that, when you deliberately taunt someone, that's unfair play.
American tradition,
It's
taunt
not
people.
cricket.
Look at this, look at this. Look at that height. Look at the altitude he got. Phenomenal.
There's that urn sticking in there again.
Looked to me like he was 6 feet over the top rope when he leaped.
Very methodical, like a robot at times.
As opposed to 6 feet under.
He,
You know what I mean?
he wants the urn. What's that tattoo he's got there, man?
It's the Grim Reaper. It's gonna be grave consequences for Duggan, if you know what I mean.
Oh! 2x4, it might be the equalizer.
That's it, but he didn't go down. He did not go down. Duggan hit him with a 2x4. Look at that.
The winner of this bout resulting from a disqualification,
Look at
The
that, Monsoon.
Undertaker.
I'm getting out of here.
This should have been a disqualification a long time ago, and the winner should have been Hacksaw.
There's something. Something's going down here now. Here he comes. He's going to hit him with the board again.
Not over yet.
One.
Knocked the Undertaker over the top rope and down, but once again he landed on his feet.
He draws power from that urn. Something in that urn keeps him alive. Something is alive in that urn. His life is in that urn. His future is in that urn.
Hard-fought victory. Hacksaw doesn't have anything to be ashamed about here. Right now,
Piper, it has been a very exciting first half of the Battle Royal here at Royal Albert Hall. I understand you spent a little time around London today, getting out and mixing and mingling.
I did. I tell you, I'm prouder than punch to be at the Royal Albert Hall. I wish I had some relatives so they could be proud of me, man. I've never been in company this good before. Of course, I figured if they let Bobby the Brain Heenan in, that I could come in. I figured that was okay. Heenan, I've been listening to you. You lie more than the government does. And one more time, you call this a skirt, baby, I'm going to come up there and slap you so long, your hair's going to go back to its natural color. And as for you, Mr. Ric Flair, the real world champion, if you believe that, you believe there's going to be a Boy George Jr. Let me tell you something, real world champion, you feather-wearing fucking freak. Let me tell you something. Not one time have I backed down from no one. Battle Royal, you should see these guys back there. 20 guys, they're gnawing on the walls. They're gnawing on each other. Oh, it's going to be a wonderful time. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my hands on Flair, going to finish up the Battle Royal. Then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get that football player, Gaza, going to take him to the disco, show him how to ring a few bells. Higher.
Well, actually, I thank you very much, Roddy Piper. I'm going to be spending time about 4 p.m. tomorrow afternoon for a little high tea over with the Queen Mother. Perhaps you could join me for that. Folks, it is a big night for the World Wrestling Federation here in London. We're going to be back with more of the gigantic Battle Royal from Royal Albert Hall. Don't go away. All right, folks, we are back here at the Royal Albert Hall. Mean Gene Okerlund along with the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Typhoon. Of course, this is the Royal Samovar Trophy. Sterling silver that is going to be awarded tonight to somebody in that Battle Royal. The winner gets the silver in this case, Jimmy Hart.
You know, the Hart organization, we have 5 chances to win that Battle Royal. We have the Nasty Boys, the Mountie, the Earthquake, and the Typhoon, Daddy.
You got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. Now, Typhoon, there are no friends, there are no foes, actually, and it's every man for himself at a Battle Royal. You've been in a number yourself. I don't know what just hypothetically would happen if at the end of the Battle Royal it would end up with both you and Earthquake in that ring.
Hey, first of all, Mean Gene, that's none of your business. And secondly, if it was to come down to that, that's up to the Typhoon and the Earthquake to judge the outcome. And that's it.
Well, wait a minute. I didn't get much
You
of that.
heard? Case closed.
What? That's an inconclusive answer, Jimmy Hart. This guy's got to give...
That's the only answer you're going to get. You hear, Mean Gene?
Come on, Typhoon, let's go zip it up, Mean Gene. Come on,
Thank
baby.
you very much,
We're
gentlemen.
ready,
I'm just
baby.
trying to explain a hypothetical situation. It could happen that very close friends end up being the final 2 men in the ring at the conclusion of a Battle Royal. What would happen then? Who knows? Let's get down to business. The World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions are going to be defending the Legion of Doom tonight to meet Power and Glory, Hercules, and, of course, his partner, Paul Roma.
You know, that's right, G. You know, they thought they could run from us. They thought they could hide, but they can't hide from us. They traveled all the way to London, but we're here, aren't we, Power? What are we going to do to them? Tell them.
To the other side. We have no limits, Legion of Doom. There's nothing we won't do. We've come halfway around the world to do battle with you in the Royal Albert Hall. This is going to be your downfall. You're going to be beaten, defeating men, laying in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3.
You know,
Did you get that, Gene?
Yeah, I get it. Gentlemen, I should point out one thing. When you have an opportunity to meet the Legion of Doom for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship belts, if you should fail, it could be a long time or a cold day somewhere.
What are you talking about, failure?
Failure.
We are not failure. Why do you think we're called the Power and the Glory? Read it right there. Does that say failure? It says winner on it. And that's what we are. We're a winning team. You got it.
And that's it. Legion of Doom, you're in a lot of trouble.
I thank you very much, Paul Roma, and of course his partner Hercules. Collectively, they are Power and Glory. A match that the entire United Kingdom is going to be watching very shortly. Pits these two men up against the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. We got a full house out in Royal Albert Hall, and we're going to be continuing with more exciting action after this. Stay tuned. All right, we are back with more of the Battle Royal at Royal Albert Hall in London, England. I'm here with the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. They are Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom. I'm certain you heard the comments earlier on from the men that are going to be challenging you tonight for these titles, Power and Glory, Paul Roma, and the mighty Hercules, Animal.
That's right, Gene. Hawk and I are back there watching the monitor, and we couldn't help overhearing you two little geeks. You tell us we don't deserve to be champions. You tell us you're going to show us where the power and who is the glory. How do you think we got to be world champions? By beating nobodies? We've beaten the best that the World Wrestling Federation has to offer, and we're going to be champions for a long, long time. Right, Hawk?
What about it, Hawk?
Swelling of the fluid sac surrounding the brain, contusions, inner bleeding. These are the things that our dreams are made of. Power and glory, and you'll soon to be renamed Sour and Gory, because when we get done with you, your mother won't accept the looks that you have been thrown about the ring from one end to the other right here in London.
You know, gentlemen, aside from your title defense, I don't know if with the magnitude of this title defense, I don't know if I should touch on it, but it's conceivable the two of you are going to be involved in the gigantic battle royal at the end of the night. Now, I tried to ask a couple of people earlier on what would happen, say, for instance, if Hawk and Animal, if you were to be the final two men in the ring at the end of the battle royal, how would things shake up?
Just one way to sum that up, Mean Gene. You see, Gene, Hawk and I, ever since we were little punk kids in Chicago, we've been against the odds all our life. And we've proven, just the way a lot of people out there have proven, that you can be something. And now, we're the WWF World Tag Team Champions. And after we beat you, Power and Glory, we're coming after that Battle Royal, because there's nothing better that the Legion of Doom likes is a good gang fight. Right, Hawk?
Thank you very much, gentlemen. They are the Legion of Doom, Animal and Hawk. Their title defense tonight is against Power and Glory, and it all happens here at Royal Albert Hall. Speaking of that, let's get back outside to my close friends and colleagues, the Weasel and you, Gorilla Monsoon.
The following is a tag team attraction scheduled for one fall, and it is for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship. Now making their way to the ring area, the challengers, at a combined weight of 508 pounds, Power and Glory.
Perfection.
Golden opportunity here in the United Kingdom for Power and Glory. Title on the line.
Legion of Doom.
Their opponents from Chicago, Illinois, at a combined weight of 572 pounds, the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom.
There's a future Legion of Doomer there. Tag team belts up for grabs.
This is for the title on the line, right here in jolly old London, England.
Unprecedented here in Royal Albert Hall. World Wrestling Federation tag team belts on the line.
Well, they may be making a mistake. I don't know if Legion of Doom knows enough about Power and Glory.
Well, I do.
And it's Romeo, Roma, not Herc and Jerk.
Oh, I like Herc and Jerk. It's short, to the point.
And you think it says it all?
It certainly does. Talk about powerhouses, 4 of them in there, each looking to show their wares, Brain.
You know, it's harder to win a title than to keep it.
You got that right. Only way you can lose it is on a pinfall or submission. Anything else doesn't count. You can lose the match and go home with the short end of the purse money, but you still go home with the gold.
I believe you could pin Legion of Doom. I don't think they'll give up.
So now there's only one way.
That's right. And I think the skill and finesse that Power and Glory have.
What skill and finesse?
Stick around and see. I was in the dressing room earlier, and Hurt came up to me and said, Bobby, tonight we'll go out on the town. It's on me, because you're going to be riding in style with the new World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. I never saw him more confident before.
Who was that?
Romeo told me that, and Hercules. Huh. I mean, you know who I mean. Those two.
Guy you sold down the river.
It's not important. No. He patched everything up.
I'm sure, yeah.
He realized that he made a mistake.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Sure.
Don't do that, Romeo.
He's vain. He will. He's going to do it. Watch. Vanity will get the best of him. Not too clever.
I wouldn't do it. What are they talking? What are they saying?
I can't quite make it out, Brain.
Everybody talks funny over here. So they all got a toothache.
They think you talk funny.
No, they
You
don't.
do.
No, I don't. I use the Queen's English.
Yeah. Hey, Romeo Roma, no slouch in that upper body power.
Not at all.
But,
Hey, he came out on top on that one.
yeah, well, he used a few
Does it matter?
unorthodox things there.
Does it matter? Whoa!
Drop kick and a beauty.
Hawk goes right out after him. He doesn't care about Hercules out there. These guys are fighters.
Street fighters, the most dangerous kind. Cardinal mistake made by Romeo, put it out and paid royally for it. Snapmare.
Oh, they're a tough team to beat. There's no doubt about it. Are they in the 20-man battle royal?
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
You're supposed to know everything.
Wait a minute. The World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions are going to be in there?
That's correct.
Wow.
They might get a chance to pound on Ric Flair.
Or natural
Along
disasters
with
might
Hot
take them
Rod.
out easier. Hot Rod won't show up.
Would you like to put your money where your mouth is?
Well, I'm not betting. Man, you'd welch out on it.
Weasel. Did I hear you say weasel?
I said you'd welch out on a bet. Hercules has him going now.
Irish whip. Oh, short one, but whoa.
Boy, how things can change.
Animal came right out of that corner with a short clothesline and sort of cleaned his clock for him.
Big Ben would never ring like that.
In addition to their tremendous size and strength, they've also got speed, agility, and continuity. That's why they're the champions.
Well, they've been together so long. They've been so many fights, so many battles over the years, in and out of the ring. They fight each other half the time. They just like to fight.
Nice inverted atomic drop there by Herc.
You don't have haircuts like that and without having a bad disposition.
Or you're going to the chair. What does it do?
Or going to the chair, yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Won't bother Hercules.
You'll have a headache.
Last call.
He's looking for the corner. He wants a tag.
Whoa!
Romeo not in any big hurry to get back in there.
Smart tag team. Take his time. Let the other team think maybe you don't want in. Maybe you're a coward.
He don't.
Well, I don't know that. He's in, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
It's such a mind game when you're in there. Well, I was always so successful.
Because of playing the mind game, you were successful.
Oh, very successful. Now they're keeping the man in the corner. Cutting off the ring. Don't let him out. Don't take him out of there, Roma. Keep him in there. You got to pound on Hawk. You got to clip his wings.
Pile driver, yes!
Hawk, the bird of prey. He's up on his feet.
Hawk said, was that my wake-up call?
Roma, you better be praying to get out of there now.
Look at this. Press slam coming up. Look how long he held him.
Whoa!
Right into the onrushing Hercules.
Are they powerful?
What a classic.
Picture this, Monsoon. In the big battle royal coming in 20 men, what if they press guys over their head like that and throw them to the floor? Somebody's going to the hospital tonight.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Hawks up on top.
One of the most dangerous.
Whoa!
Nice move there by Romeo.
He went right out of the ring.
20-man battle royal. That's 40 arms and legs flailing around at the same time. Some guys could have their career terminated here. Sprawled out on the concrete. One half of the Legion of Doom.
You know, Animal never comes to help Hawk. He never comes to help Animal. They just survive on their own. Maybe that's what makes them such a great team.
Watch this.
Oh. Well, in the words of a good friend of mine, back, gone.
Come on, Hawk! What? His back may be gone after that move, Brain.
You bet. Starting to chant Hawk. This could be full of birds in a half an hour. You know, Alfred Hitchcock lived just down the street. Some dump.
You can imagine, Brain, what this 120-year-old facility has seen over the years, but nothing like the likes of the World Wrestling Federation and what it can deliver.
That's right. They have tractor pulls in here.
Highly unlikely.
Where do they put the ice for the hockey?
Will you stop? Why don't you ask the Queen all that tomorrow?
I'm gonna be chewing the fat with her.
Leave me alone.
Oh! Hawk got rear-ended.
This match has been a lot closer so far than I thought it was going to be.
No, I knew it would be like this. I imagine, matter of fact, I thought Power and Glory would be ahead on points now. Put the brakes on.
Points don't matter, Brain.
Whoa!
Shoulder block.
Did he nail him? Animal's in control now.
On the rampage. Drop kick, a standing one at that.
And the guy goes over 300 pounds, right?
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. Oh!
It's over.
It
But
would
look at
have
the
been
fight.
had
Look at
not
the
Hercules been there to make the save.
Shows great determination. Shows you how much they want it. Roma's back on his feet. He slams Animal. That shows you what great shape Roma's in. Roma's going up.
What a gutsy kid.
Nail him. Oh, no!
Beautiful high cross body.
It's over.
Power slam. And just like that, it's a successful title defense.
The winners of this bout and still World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the Legion of Doom.
I want to see more of that.
Legion of Doom successfully defending their title here in the United Kingdom for the first time. And a standing ovation.
They're on their feet.
Deservedly so. Let's go back and take a look at some of that tremendous action.
Look at Roma goes to the top rope and leaps on Hawk. There's a 250-pound man. He catches and drives right into the mat, cinches him up. The referee's in position. There's your World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. Woo!
Right now, we're going to take you back to our interview area. Mean Gene Okerlund is with Davey Boy Smith. Here we go.
You talk about your action. You're seeing it all tonight. We're back on terra firma, home ground, if you will, for my guest at this time, just around the corner up north in Manchester, England, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Welcome back to the UK.
That's right. I'm excited, Mean Gene. The British Bulldog's at home. And what did we say to each other, Mean Gene, on the flight over here? When we landed in London Airport, I said, I smell something, Mean Gene. I said, I smell victory. The British Bulldog smells victory in his home turn. He smells victory wrestling the Barbarian coming up pretty soon. And then, Mean Gene, I smell victory in that 20-man battle royal. Earthquake, typhoon. There's an old saying in England, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. And you will fall to the feet of the British Bulldog right here in the Royal Albert Hall.
You know, that's an old saying back in Brooklyn, too. It's every man for himself for the Battle Royal that's coming up after this. Don't go away.
This next contest is scheduled for 1-4. Making his way very shortly to the ring area from parts unknown at 300 pounds, the Barbarian.
The real Lord of the World Wrestling Federation, His Lordship Alfred Hayes.
He can be a lord, I can be a lord. You want to be a lord? Lord Banana. Be good for you.
The antlered one making his way down.
The Earl. I used to manage the Barbarian. I know what he's capable of doing.
Took him for every dime he made.
Did not. Don't start spreading that.
It's all he's got left is those
And
antlers.
now, it is my privilege to introduce from Goldburn, Lancashire, at 19 stones and 4 pounds, in the sacred son, the British Bulldog!
The British Bulldog!
Oh, of course, he's from here. These are probably all his relatives.
What a welcome home for the British Bulldog.
What a show off. Turn that music off. I'll see the Barbarian take the meat off your bones.
Very similar to the ovation you got when you entered the building tonight.
Well, they were standing and applauding and screaming. You know, I'm a bigger hit here. When I landed at the airport this morning, you realize there were more women there screaming than when the Beatles landed at LaGuardia, New York?
When you be serious.
And that was because they knew that I knew where the real world champion was living. What hotel he was at. I'm telling you. Heenan Mania is running wild here.
Bulldog is the chant from this capacity crowd.
Now, he's a powerful man, the Bulldog. There's no doubt about that.
So is the Barbarian.
Is he ever?
Whoa.
Look at that. Like two freight trains colliding. 410 to Manchester and the 315 to parts unknown. Boom! Turned away the dummy.
Barbarian is seizing the moment here.
You know, he's a disgrace to the country, you know.
Who is?
The Bulldog.
He is not.
That's the rumor I get. Ooh. Uh-oh.
About a half step too late on that. Baby Boy had him measured.
What power these two have. And the agility of the Bulldog. You gotta give him credit. He's in great shape. And he's an agile athlete.
I'm gonna show you who's the real man.
But there's a
I'm
violent
gonna
man
show
right
him
there.
what the wrestling's all about.
Are we going to get a translation? Are we going to have some English subtitles on what the Barbarian had to say?
Oh, well, what he said basically is English meat tastes real neat.
Oh.
It's an old saying in his village.
Didn't get a whole lot of meat when he was working for you, did he?
They need a head on.
Nice arm wringer by Davey.
Strict vegetable. Pretty evenly matched, aren't they, inside?
Yes, they
I
are.
think the Barbarian's got about I would say a 4.5-pound advantage on him, and he's a little bigger. He's about 2 inches taller.
But guess who's a whole lot thicker?
Whoa, what a move.
And quicker.
Sit down, sit down, sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down. Drop that fur. Sit down. Ooh.
Nobody home on that one.
But he couldn't get him down, could he?
No, he
A
couldn't.
great, tough, agile British Bulldog could not turn the Barbarian over.
Hey, not an easy move. If you
Say
don't
what?
catch that move with the initial momentum, most times you can forget it.
Well, Bulldog, forget it.
But one move does not a match make, Brian.
It's a catchy song title. Ooh.
Put his head down.
Whoa.
Oh, right through the legs. Arm drag, a deep one, and a beauty.
Did I detect a smidgen of Shakespeare come out of you?
From who?
You.
No.
You just said, what a light through Chandra break.
I
the
did
move
not
does
say
make.
anything like that.
Sound that way to me.
What do you know about Shakespeare?
Louis Shakespeare, number 43, tight end, Miami Dolphins.
That's what I figured. Absolutely nothing.
University of Grambling, 1967.
You'll be grambling before we're done here.
What a player, boy. Whew. Couldn't play real well, but he gave great interviews.
Will you stop?
You asked me.
Why do you think Davey Boy is doing that to his hair now, Frank?
I think the state does it to him.
Oh, sorry, I asked. There goes the chant once again.
I think it's easier when the health department checks for wood ticks.
Oh.
He wants to look stupid. You're accomplishing it. You're doing a great job, Bulldog.
You know, I thought Davey Boy was going to come out here and make short work of the Barbarian.
No way.
In hopes of not expending too much energy because he knows that Battle Royal is still to come. But it certainly doesn't appear that way, does it?
Well, you know, I'll tell you who might have the advantage is the people who wrestled earlier.
Earlier
Have a
on,
little
yes.
more time to recuperate.
No question.
Excuse me, Director, can you hear me okay now?
The director can hear
Well,
you fine.
when I recite some Shakespeare, I want to make sure they get it good.
Struggling to stay in this one. British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith.
Woof, woof.
I'm sure his mom and dad are here.
They are?
I'm sure they are.
Is there a mess on the floor someplace?
Why do I even bother? Listen to that chant. Bulldog. What support here for the British Bulldog, and rightfully so. Tremendous athlete. A real testament to what the United Kingdom is all about.
I can chant too, you know. Barbarian!
Yeah, but the only problem is no one is chanting with you.
Doesn't matter. He who chants by himself chants alone.
Yeah. Boy, I thought his lordship Alfred Hayes really looked good, didn't you, Brian?
For a guy that was here on the opening of the Royal Albert Hall.
Will you be serious? He was not.
Valet parking here that day.
A little bit of crimson coming out of the nose of Davey Boy. He obviously caught a shot there.
Looks like a two-car garage.
I'm sure that won't bother him in the least.
Not the first nosebleed he's had, and won't be the last. But who gave it to him? The Barbarian. So all you humanoids can chant Bulldog, Bullfrog, whatever you want all day long. The Barbarian gave him a nosebleed, and he's got the Bulldog down right now. See, when you do something bad with the Barbarian, he does what you're supposed to do to a dog. You rub its nose in it.
I suppose you've never had your nose rubbed in it.
Never done anything wrong.
Davey Boy finally gets to his feet in hopes of alleviating some of that downward pressure.
He certainly doesn't want to lose at home, Monsoon. Oh, but he may be losing.
Nobody wants to lose, period.
But especially at home. I mean, you come home, you're at the Royal Albert Hall. You want to go out for that battle royal. You'd love to win that. But first, you got to win this one. And I don't think he's going to get by this one. And with that bloody nose, if his nose is broke, he won't even be out for the battle royal, I bet. Look at this, pile driver. Well, hook up the leash and take him for a walk. He's done.
What do you think that Samovar trophy would look like on the mantle at home of the British Bulldog? Or on the park bench, if it should happen to fall into the hands of the Barbarian?
Are you insinuating this gentleman sleeps in the park?
You got it.
He does like air.
I know that.
Fresh air.
And attacks everything that comes by.
Not in the park, mostly wood. He likes wooded areas.
Second turnbuckle on the inside.
Drop it on
Barbarian
him.
about to drop it. Oh, he waited a little bit too long.
They're coming alive here. They're getting ready. Davey Boy smells victory. Got his second win.
Just like that, one mistake and the pendulum has swung.
Whoa! Over the top into the steel rail. He's going out after him.
Oh, rams him head first into the steel barricade.
Oh, isn't that nice? Right in the old Gabanza.
You're not going to hurt the Barbarian by ramming his head into anything.
No, not at all. Waffle him, waffle him.
Oh, now see that? He took right on the bicep. That was tremendous pain for him.
But doesn't seem to faze him. He is that
Irish
tough
whip
a
now
man.
by Davey Boy. Clothesline finds the mark. You won't get
Kick out, kick out, kick out.
Don't get the Barbarian like that. You can't nonchalantly cover the Barbarian and beat him.
And you can't just knock him down a couple times and think that's it.
Suplex coming up. High vertical.
Look how long he's holding him.
Oh! Now he's right for the pickings.
He won't get him though. Come on, come on.
Once
No.
again,
I know him.
move.
But I know the Barbarian. He's got fight in him. He's got fight. He was hit by a car once, chased the car down, ripped the tires off, and the driver passed out. That's the kind of tough guy he is. He don't mind getting hit by a car.
Sick. You are a sick person.
Ooh, listen to that.
Followed him in, but too late. Oh, look at this. He's got him up. He's got him up in that patented power slam move. There it is.
Kick out one. Come on,
Not
come
this
on.
time. Not this time.
Here is your winner, the British Bulldog.
Standing ovation. Let's go back and take a look at some of this action that went down as Davey Boy found his way into the winner's circle.
Picks the massive Barbarian up with one hand and drives him into the mat. I mean drives him into the mat. A 1, 2, 3 count. The Bulldog comes home victorious.
Right now, we're going to take you to meet Gene Okerlund, who's with the Nasty Boys, and Jimmy Hart.
All right, Jimmy Hart, the waiting is just about over. We're minutes away from the Battle Royal.
You know, the Nasty Boys, baby, they're halfway there. They took care of the Rockers, and things are going to get real nasty. Nasty in the Battle Royal, right, boy?
That's right, Jimmy. Listen, Gene, when has there been a more tragic event happening in Europe than the Nasty Boys coming to town? Never. Oh, there's been a plague here and there. Some cat named Adolf raised a little hell around here, but never nothing like the Nasties coming to town. We've proved it with the Rockers. Now it's time for the Battle Royal. How about it, Knobs? Ah, what a night on this European Rampage tour. Everybody but everybody is gonna feel the wrath of the Nasty Boys. Rockers, you have already felt it. Now it's for everybody else, like Roddy Piper, the British Bulldogs, the LOD. There's 2 of us out there, and we're working like a team. It's time to get nasty, and we're going out there to destroy everybody.
All right, it's going to be every man for himself in the gigantic 20-man Battle Royal coming up next right here. Don't leave us.
Well, we're just about to get underway. 20 of the top stars here in the World Wrestling Federation vying for that coveted... What is that?
It's a samovar. It's a Russian tea urn, but it's in solid silver.
Has that been around ever since Queen Victoria's time? Or?
I believe it may have been around actually before the birth of Queen Victoria.
Oh.
Only in the World Wrestling Federation could you get 20
And
guys
next,
fighting for a
to be making
teapot.
their way to the ring area.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
At a combined weight
That, of course, is the brain, Bobby Heenan.
140 pounds, the natural disasters,
I believe as
earthquake,
brain
and
or
typhoon.
Before we're done here.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of beef. You wondered where it is. There it is.
There's your winners right there.
Quake and Typhoon.
Gorilla
Odds-on
easily.
favorites in this
yes,
one.
I would say so, definitely. If size and
From
strength
Tacoma, Mexico,
means anything,
Tito
I would say that
Santana.
Earthquake is definitely a favorite here.
No question.
You know, the secret to a battle royal is not to dump the biggest guy out, not to dump the smallest guy out. When everybody eliminates somebody else, you just stand back, let them do your dirty work, and when no one's looking, boom, he's gone. Get rid of him.
Sucker punch somebody, right?
Well, it has been successful in the past. I don't see why it shouldn't be successful again.
From Canada, weighing 243 pounds,
The jailbird. There he is.
Sherlock, to you.
Well, I would imagine there'll be quite a few in this battle royal gunning for that particular person.
He hasn't
You know
made
who
any
I think
friends.
a lot of guys are going to be gunning for, your lordship? Gunning for Ric Flair.
Yes, him too, absolutely. But he, in my books, is probably odds-on favorite to win this whole
and next, the
event.
tag team combination of Shawn Michaels, Mighty Kennedy, the
See, I'm totally
Rockers.
against Ric Flair being in a battle royal. You got 19 guys that would love to take a cheap shot and say, I threw the real world champion out. To me, it's too dangerous, but it shows you the kind of competitor he is. Why isn't Hulk Hogan in this battle royal?
Just because you're
From parts
his
unknown,
advisor brain
the
doesn't mean he has to take
Barbarian.
your advice.
And you tell me why Hulk Hogan is not here in London,
Because he's
England.
too smart.
Because he's making movies, the big star.
He's the real champion.
Because he's yellow. He knows Flair's here.
Well, I wouldn't want to be in his shoes.
No, neither would I.
This guy just got clobbered by Davey Boy.
You know, quite seriously, Heenan does make a sort of a
From
semi-valid point.
County, Georgia,
Ric Flair
the
is in this battle royal. Hulk Hogan is not. That is one thing you must view.
You're right.
Perhaps, your lordship, if the Hulkster were here, Ric Flair would not be.
But who is here? I rest my case. I'm gonna get one of those big robes and one of those big curly hairdos like the judges wear.
And do what?
Preside over things, rule on stuff.
Powerful
tag team
contenders
combination.
these. Hercules, yes.
108 pounds,
Hercules is
power
thirsting for a
and
little more of
glory.
Legion of Doom. I would keep my eye very closely on that particular quarter of the ring.
Now what's gonna be interesting is let's say the last two are Earthquake and Typhoon. They're gonna have to go at it against each other teammates.
They could easily turn upon each other. That would be very interesting, Bobby.
They got any pride. They'll do it.
Wouldn't everybody love to see this particular most charismatic wrestler win the whole caboodle here?
Boy, has he got a lot of supporters here.
He certainly does. What a fantastic fellow he is. Everybody the world over takes him to their hearts.
Can you imagine have peanut butter all over it and jelly fingerprints. Be a disgrace.
From Allentown, Pennsylvania, at a combined weight of 546 pounds, the Nasty Boys.
There's Kool-Aid in it.
Here are superb contenders for this particular trophy. I think both these tag knobs are very likely winners.
Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
How on earth are we going to keep up? How are we going to keep up with the action in this one? With all these bodies, these 40 arms and legs, your lordship just flying every which direction. Obviously, what is this?
And from Charlotte,
you want us to keep quiet now?
It's the real world champion. It's the real world champion.
Real world champion.
Really
Ric
sold on him.
Off the deep
Flair.
But he does have a point. He made that very transparent earlier on.
Everybody here at Royal Albert Hall is looking at that man right now. There he is. Get a good look, kids. That's what you want to grow up to be.
Well, if he wanted, he'd probably want to have it bronze.
There's a little friction already in the ring.
Just Flair walking in the ring's making people nervous.
It is indeed, you're right, Bobby. There's a lot of anticipation. Oh, my word.
Imagine if Animal and Hawk had to go at it against each other.
And Animal.
This is going to be great.
It's going to be mayhem when that bell finally rings to kick this thing off.
Gorilla, it's a wonder to me that particular ring is bearing all these people. Was it specially reinforced?
Yeah, we talked about that earlier on, your lordship. There was some special reinforcement done.
And England's favorite son, the British Bulldog.
Here comes, this man is the odds-on favorite to be the first to the fourth thrown out. Because he just had a match with the Barbarian. He sustained a bloody nose.
A grueling match.
And a grueling match, yeah.
He really did.
Can we quote you on that? Can we mark that down?
Mark that down, have it laminated in your wall, pal.
And you know the other thing, Bobby, he's had the least time to recuperate from that very, very grueling match.
Whoa.
Being accompanied by
All of a sudden it got very quiet in here.
And very cold,
The
too.
Undertaker.
Man with a black heart. The ominous one.
A hush falls over the Royal Albert Hall.
Oh, this man
I
is so
don't
awesome.
honestly think, your lordship, he cares whether he wins or not. Just a question of how many people he can take out.
How many carcasses he can create. Absolutely, just look at those
Does
eyes.
the word embalm mean anything to you,
How
gentlemen?
many body bags will be needed?
19.
You're right, Bobby. Everything has gone deathly quiet in here with his arrival. Even the ring combatants have sort of slowed down.
You know, London's an eerie place anyway with all its rain and stuff.
And the final participant in the Battle Royal from Glasgow, Scotland, Rowdy Piper.
Oh, listen to this ovation for Hot Rod!
The Rowdy one, another Great Britain representative, a man who has brought a lot of hope and courage to the Scots. A superb performer in the ring, a lot of heart, but a lot of skill and finesse.
You're right, Alfred. It takes a lot of ability to get in a battle royal with a mini skirt on. Where do you stop?
Look at the steely look in Piper's eye.
He's looking right at the world champion. And Flair's saying, come on. There he goes.
Oh, right after!
Piper did not wait. He ran straight for Ric Flair. He has a bone to pick with him.
Bell's gone and we're underway in this one.
And what a tremendous tussle this is. Everybody absolutely intent on getting somebody out at the moment. And that looks like, I believe, Flair is actually out.
Did he go over the top rope? I gotta have somebody tell me.
I don't think he went over the top.
They would have made an announcement, wouldn't they?
Well, I saw Flair on the floor. I was watching that particular time, Earthquake.
Well, he's definitely out, but if he was thrown out, we'd have heard about it.
It's over the top rope for elimination. If you go between the ropes, you are entitled to come back.
floor fighting. They don't care about winning this one. Piper just wants to hurt that man.
Extracurricular activity, but look at this on the inside. Oh! Hawk come floating down there.
And one of our camera cables wrapped around him.
Bossman's out on the floor. The Mounty's on the floor.
Well, Bossman was looking for Mounty. Mounty was trying to take some sort of refuge outside. In the meantime, look at Paul Glory there, really hammering away. And Sags is at no, Knobs is trapped by Bossman.
There's so much going on, Alfred. I don't know what to watch.
Let me do the first man out is the first man who makes a mistake, who's not watching his own back.
He's the first guy that gets the hot shower.
Oh, a tremendous sandwich in the corner there. Earthquake, Typhoon, and they had Tito Santana trapped, and Santana looking terribly dizzy. And what a tremendous mass of humanity fighting and struggling there. This is truly a survivor.
Look at this. Everyone here at the Royal Albert Hall is standing. Everyone's watching this. I don't think they've ever seen anything like this.
And it looks as if Big Bossman is perilously close to being out.
Undertaker was also perched up there.
And however he did that, Bossman managed to struggle back in.
Piper and Flair are still going at it.
And Undertaker is struggling too. He's in a lot of trouble.
Hawk and Romer are going at it. Hercules.
It looks as if Hercules is out.
He has been eliminated, no question about it.
He just went to get a chair.
Well, he's out.
He'll be fined, he'll be suspended if he's not careful.
But he wasn't thrown out.
And somebody else just went out. I do believe it was Tornado.
I can't tell.
Texas Tornado is gone.
He's gone, so we've had 2 eliminated already. One of them a strong favorite, Hercules.
18 to go. They were all strong favorites. It's hard to pick a winner.
It really is, but we can eliminate those 2. And look at this, somebody going, no, it's one of the Rockers, poised there. Shawn Michaels, perilously close also, but back in again. Piper, practically out, but back in.
Oh, whoa. That's over the top, but he did not go to the floor. Not yet, anyway.
And he still hasn't.
He's still hanging on. Oh, there he goes. He's out of there.
Knobs is out. One of the Nasty Boys eliminated. And I'm sure that will infuriate his partner, Sags.
Last-minute wave by the Hot Rod.
Big Bossman's up in the air.
One of the Rockers is gone. And I believe that's Marty Jannetty. Is that right, Gorilla?
Doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
You lose one Rocker, you might as well lose 2. Doesn't matter.
And even though 4 or 5 have already been eliminated, just look at that, as we said before, mass of humanity still left.
But what I've noticed is The Undertaker has stood in the middle the whole time. He wants to fight. Pound on me, he says. Kick me, hit me, try to get me out.
Flair backing off from Animal.
Well, Flair's smart. I'd back up from Animal too. So he can make a mistake, then he's all Flair's.
One man suffering very much is Gorilla. Oh, Gorilla, look at that Barbarian.
Barbarian is out of there.
Well, I was going to say Glory is really suffering. He's down on his knees, and that's a dangerous place to be inside. You better off on your knees outside.
Barbarian eliminated by Tito Santana. Now it's starting to get more interesting. Not quite so many bodies.
And I do
5 have been eliminated.
I believe the Mounty's gone.
6. Tito Santana out.
Also, look at Piper. He goes right after Flair. You're going to jump on, but Flair's going to knock you right off, pal.
Whoa.
No, the Mounty has not been eliminated yet. He just took some refuge on the outside, some respite. He's back in. Flair's back in.
Sure, Flair waited till the Hot Rod was captured.
Smart move.
Earthquake.
Smart move, Monsoon. Everybody's slowing things down now. You notice that?
And Typhoon getting an awful shellacking in the corner. And I believe that's Hawk.
He's
eliminated.
He's out.
And there is Sags. Gosh, Sags followed him in short shrift.
They're dropping like flies now.
And one man looking particularly strong at this point is The Undertaker. He's going to be favoured to do some good here. Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, trying to get rid of the Mountie.
Look at The Undertaker choking the breath out of the big animal.
Oh, and another one. Did he reach the floor?
No,
is gone.
Was a survival try by Shawn Michaels, but for naught.
No, and then up behind Big Boss Man comes the Mountie. And it looks as if Glory and Mountie have got Boss Man where they want him. Oh, Earthquake took an awful, awful hit there.
Somebody hold my jacket.
Oh, you want to get involved?
No, it's just getting hot up here. I'm not getting down there. You think I'm crazy?
Anybody would be crazy who got in there, Bobby. Don't worry.
Go in there.
An Earthquake.
They're still going at it.
He's still staying in there, though. He was my back. Look at this! Flair! Oh, Bobby! Oh, just short of being pitched right outside. No!
Duggan's gone.
He is gone.
Oh, my
Maxwell's
gosh.
out of there.
Duggan's in.
We have 10 gone and 10 to go.
Halfway point. Halfway point. This could go all night. You realize that?
That was sad to see Hacksaw go out. He went out number 10. He's coming back in with the 2x4. The referees should stop this. That is not right.
Whoa. Come on, ref, stop him.
No.
He's not out. He's not out. Pull, pull. He won't do it. He's too big.
Jimmy's trying to push
He's
it
out.
Oh, my God, that gigantic landslide as Earthquake came out.
To the outside goes Hot Rod, along with Ric Flair, and they are just pummeling one another. But I don't think either one of them.
They don't know it's a battle royal. They're just going at it.
It's a war.
Look at those lefts that Hot Rod hit Flair with. And Flair down and looking in a lot of trouble right at this particular moment.
Oh, look at that! Hot Rod dipped the shoulder, and now Windy, self-proclaimed champion.
Bobby, your man has gone. What do you say?
He's crying right now, Alfred.
He didn't say anything.
He can't speak.
He's speechless. You're
He's
absolutely
choked
right.
up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 8 men left in there. And we may just have 7 in just one moment. Bossman has Mountie precariously positioned there.
Got stopped from the backside.
Glory ran into him.
You know, it was a smart move on Ric Flair's part to jump over the top. He's figuring, what do I need a teapot for anyway? I can buy all the silver in London. Good move.
The British Bulldog trying to put Typhoon out. A little bit of help from Typhoon by the Mountie.
Look at Piper.
What do we got
right
here?
after the Undertaker.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left.
We still have 8. And look at Piper's trying to get rid of the Undertaker.
Whoa.
He didn't quite manage it.
What a headbutt by the Undertaker on Hot Rod.
And Glory is still in there.
The matter.
Up.
Whoa.
I spoke too soon. He's gone.
The jerk is out.
An Animal making concerted effort.
Oh.
He's gone.
Animal's gone.
Oh my word! There's only 6 left.
Calculated error.
Is it even? It's 6-6.
Well, we have
3-3.
British Bulldog. We have the Mountie, the Undertaker, Roddy Piper, Big Boss Man, and Typhoon.
There are no teams in this one, Brain.
There's no teams, not. Well, certainly not now.
Piper charged the Undertaker. He's got to be nuts.
Oh, there goes the Undertaker!
Surprise what an upset.
And Hot Rod pulled over backwards.
And now we have 4 Big Boss Man. The British Bulldog, the Mountie, who looks as if he's in a lot of trouble, and very fresh-looking Typhoon.
Here's the advantage right here. Jimmy Hart is the manager of Typhoon and the Mountie. That's what's going to take the importance is right here.
That could be the catalyst for their success, Bobby. You're absolutely right.
Or their failure.
Oh, true. And outside, there's still a little extracurricular activity, and they should be very careful. They can easily be suspended. Some war plans going on here, Gorilla, inside the ring.
Hot Rod a little bit reluctant about leaving. In the meantime, it's
Jimmy's doing it. Jimmy's putting down the game
calculated.
plan. The quarterback of the Jimmy Hart organization is calling the shots. Taking up the middle, taking around left in, but score. That's all he's thinking of.
Well, Jimmy Hart, very shrewd. He gives excellent advice. He's a great manager.
That's real football talk for the benefit of you people here.
And here's a part of his plan, but that doesn't seem to be working. Look at Jimmy run.
Well, I think he wanted to make it one-on-one to give Typhoon another extra added advantage. But that didn't work.
This is going to be
what a
interesting.
shot by Big Boss Man Mountie. Look at him. He's absolutely helpless. How's he standing there? Davy Boy down. He doesn't look too good either. The fresh man in there right this moment is Big Boss Man.
Whoa!
Gosh.
And these guys have been in since the onset.
Oh, look at Typhoon. He's getting all his wind back. He's been taking it easy. He's been relaxing.
That's underneath. That will not. He deserved that.
Oh my goodness, he's sunk. Mouth of the South.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Boss Man's gone.
Nice leverage move by the Mountie.
Typhoon hanging in.
Things don't look good now for Davey.
It's
They
Jimmy
certainly
Hart.
don't.
Jimmy Hart's organization will take Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, out single-handedly.
And look at this, the sneaky Mountie is just leaving Typhoon and the British Bulldog to account for each other, and he's
getting his
taking
wind
it
back.
very easy.
He's getting back. Look at the crowd is behind the Bulldog. Every eye at the Royal Albert Hall is focused on the Bulldog. The last thing they want is to see their boy, their neighbor, their countryman dumped at the hands of the Jimmy Hart organization. Well,
Things
people
do not look good right now for Davey Boy.
No, they don't.
Oh, look at that, a crush job, but crushed the jailbird instead, and Davey Boy is going crazy.
But he won't be able to do it.
With a great resurgence of energy and strength and power, a lot of speed.
No, he can't do it.
Come on, Davey Boy.
He's
you
strong,
can
he's
do
not
it.
that strong.
Look at the power.
Shut up, Alfred.
Behind you, Davey Boy, behind.
Nail him, nail him, nail him.
So close.
Listen to the crowd. You can hear a pin drop.
That certainly quietened them. You're right, Bobby.
Boy, it took the wind out of them all.
10,000 people sat down.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, the
Fire him
section
up.
in the ranks.
No, he's firing him up. He's firing him up. He's just waking Typhoon up.
Davey Boy, I believe, is due to be dumped right now.
Listen to the people. They are quiet.
Getting it from the front and the back.
Come on, Davey. Watch him.
Set him up here for a double slingshot. Double clothesline.
You want to hear quiet? When he hits the floor, you wait and hear how quiet it's going to be.
Davey, move.
Well, just finished a match not too long ago, actually minutes ago. A tough match against Barbarian. How much can one guy put out there?
Not just a tough match, a grueling match, but he's still in there, and we're hoping and hoping for the best. Duck him! Great stuff, Bulldog! Stay there!
Turn around, Typhoon!
Take some respite, Davey. Get out of the ring.
Typhoon, now sit
Slide
down!
under. Take a little refuge on the outside.
Sit down, Typhoon! He can't pick you up off that mat.
And
Sit
they're
down!
on their feet again here.
Sit down!
Everybody.
Everyone standing. We started with 20. We're down to 2. Everyone is on their feet.
And one is the British Bulldog.
Standing drop kick.
Stop, Davey.
Don't get up. He can't pick you up if you don't get up.
Keep after him, Davey boy. Don't give him any breathing space.
Nice reversal by Typhoon.
Oh.
Nails him with an avalanche in the corner.
It's quiet here again.
What a battle royal.
Oh, gosh.
People are starting to make their way to the door. It looks
They
like.
are not.
They know
Not a
Davey
soul
Boy's
has
had it.
moved.
Davey's waving to the referee. I quit. I've
He
had
did
enough.
not.
Davey boy! He did it! Oh, my word! Great stuff, Davey! The emotion here is absolutely overwhelming. Davey boy, the British Bulldog, you pulled it off. Oh, that's tremendous. Oh,
Wait a minute. What's this? Earthquake's in the ring.
Earthquake is
oh,
coming.
this is awful.
Jimmy Hart's in the ring.
Oh, this is Davey boy's moment of glory in front of his own people, his own island. That's a terrible
In
travesty.
front of all his people. It's good. What a short bit of success he had.
That's terrible. This should never, ever be allowed. The referees, they've got to bring somebody else in or do something about this.
No, it's over.
Davey boy, get up, Davey, get up.
Let's get some assistance down there and get it down there.
Goodbye, Davey. You stay there.
Nice move. He got out of
Stay
it.
there, Davey.
Call David 911 number here in London. They better call for help from somebody. They're not done with him
They're
yet.
not finished yet.
Oh, this is terrible. Davey
gonna
won
squash
this
him.
match. Why do they have to do this to him?
Oh, look, it's Andre the Giant.
The eighth wonder of the world.
20 men, 20 of the World Wrestling Federation's toughest men, and it boils down to that. The homeboy comes home, the winner, British Bulldog Davey Boy. I can't believe this monster.
Check it out, indeed, they might be loose, but inside he feels just great. What a victory here at Royal Albert Hall for that man right there, the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith. Alfred, you must be proud.
Oh, I'm so proud holding the silver samovar, the Royal Samovar on the trophy. How fitting, how very apt that this man should come home where he's campaigned solo in the United States and in all quarters of the world, and yet here in London, he's before his own people. How appropriate.
Well, Bulldog, you better give that teapot to Andre the Giant, because he saved your life.
Davey Boy has a flag. They love him.
He's wrapping himself in his country's flag.
And they're on their feet for his lordship, Alfred Hayes, and Bobby the